Okay, welcome. Sorry, it went all
Hello.
everybody there for a sec. Welcome. We're gonna be playing Mouse Guard.
Woo!
And this is our first session of Catch of the Day.
Oh, yeah, this is the first one.
It's the
This
first
is the first one. It's our inaugural episode.
It's
Nice.
exciting.
Inaugural catch.
I'm Nicole, and I'll be GMing. And do you guys want to introduce yourselves and your characters?
Sure. I'm Jake. You might have seen me before if you've watched any of our shows. I'm playing Selena. I'm a grumpy old mouse who's like friends with the lady who's in charge of everything.
Gwendolyn.
Hi, I'm Alex. You may know me from being the better half of the Eldritch Brothers. I will be playing Finn, who is he's a little bit on the older side relative to the young ones, not Selena old. He's very calm, very level-headed. Just here to help.
And I'm Brandon, playing Quentin, the little chemist who is responsible for I believe inventing the scent potions which ward off the weasels, the threat to the southern borders. And I don't remember, dark something, not important.
Not important. And I'm Lily. I'm playing Sienna. And I am a patrol leader now. Been doing mouse guard stuff for a while. But I had a rough go of it when I first was starting out. I was helping with my family apiary, and there was an attack by some weasels, and almost all of the hives for the bees were destroyed. But there are two surviving bees, which hang out with me still, Polly and Nate. And so they're my little buddies. And we go do mouse guard stuff together.
And together we can make it through this.
Yeah.
All right, so just for a little background, this is a world full of mice, and
I'm a mouse.
in this world, you're a mouse. I'm a mouse. In this world, you reside in the town of Lockhaven. Lockhaven is the center of the Mouse Guard and the center of the Mouse Territories. The Mouse Guard protect the territories. And you have all been a part of the Guard. Well, most of you have been a part of the Guard for quite a while. And you're used to receiving new missions. And, as you're going about your day, Sienna, you're tending to your bees and whatnot, you receive a note from another Guard mouse asking you to gather your patrol and to head to Gwendolyn's map room. And as you do so, gathering Finn and Quentin, you head up to the big oaken doors that you are so used to in the front of Lockhaven's keep. And as they swing open, you see an inscription laid in this beautiful, green and all these ivy leaves going up the sides, and it says the well-known phrase of the Guard that death is a powerful weapon as it is an easy escape. Heroes can pass into legends and legends into myth. Myth fuels new heroes. And as you walk forward, you see stained glass of these beautiful depictions of mice knights and heroic battles with weasels and some beautiful imagery of Lockhaven, the stream flowing through it.
Pretty.
Yeah.
This is fancy.
It is fancy. As you push open the set of double doors, you see sitting behind a large table with lots of maps laid out and weights on each corner, a small old white mouse who you know to be the matriarch of the Mouse Guard, Gwendolyn. And as you enter, she says, welcome, hello everyone, come in.
Do I bow?
Absolutely, of course.
Is bowing like normal?
Sure.
I'm gonna bow.
Sienna, I am glad to see you and your patrol here. We have a situation in the town of Lone Pine to the southeast of here. There seems to be a beaver that has set up a dam, and unfortunately, we are afraid of flood. It is snow melting quickly, and one never knows when such things will happen. I have actually enlisted a little bit of help for you on this patrol.
Great.
And my friend Zelenwe here, he is going to be accompanying you.
I'm like looking him up and down. He old, but okay.
I'm sure you will all make it safely. Come, come. And she points out on her map where this town is. It's not
Okay.
too far from here. And she says, you will have hopefully a quick journey. I entrust this to you. Please, most importantly, ensure that the town is safe and deal with the beavers in a way that, it will not flood the town.
So can I ask Gwendolyn a question?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is the removal of the dam your ultimate goal?
We are afraid that if the dam is not removed, then at some point it will break down when the beavers leave, or
When rains come,
rains.
often,
Exactly.
already flooding is enough. We don't need dam problems.
Precisely, Quentin. So
Okay.
we would like you to break down the dam, yes, if
right.
at all possible. If not, negotiations can always be made, but that would be the goal.
Right. Well, we'll see what the beavers are willing to do and go from there.
Very
Of course,
well.
a willing compromise on both sides would be the best.
Of
Yeah.
course. And I have heard that the town is in a little bit of a panic. There's already some floodwaters coming in, and
Oh.
everyone is nervous. So this is a hasty journey. Please
Very
do
well.
not.
Need to make
All
sure
right.
all of you can move quick.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
You are the guide. You said, what was your name again?
Sorry, how did you say it, Nicole?
Zelenwe?
Selenwe?
No idea.
I don't know. There's
It looks like Selena.
Selena.
Sure.
That's what I said too. I said Selena, but
That makes more sense.
honestly, I kind of like the W sound more, but they're both good.
I'm Selena. Nice to meet all of you.
Yes.
It's very nice to meet you. Very honored to have your help. Of course, we'll try to move as quickly as we can, but what's best is we stay in a group. We're stronger together.
Finn is the best. Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if that's all she needs from me, I'll just,
All right.
Guards
Good
mice
luck
are getting younger
and-
and younger these days.
I'm 33.
And may the weather be with you. Good luck on your journeys. As you guys
Nicole?
leave, it is... Yeah?
Did you reset the tachometer?
No.
Just click it real quick, and then we're good. Cool.
I love tacos.
Cool. So, tacos. As you guys leave, it is a beautiful, crisp day. It's sunny and cold, and the town is bustling. You see, your typical carriages pulled by quail going by. You see some on the outskirts of the town. You see some bees and beetles being tended to. And at this point, I'm going to ask you guys all to write down and have somewhere a goal in mind. At least one of you, probably Sienna, since you are the patrol leader, should have the goal of ensuring the town's safety.
do you want me to have it being like ensuring the town's safety, or do you want it to be like remove the dam, or does it matter?
It's either one.
Everybody has their own, right?
Yeah, everyone
It's
has
not
their own.
communicable.
I can take one of those more specific ones. So if you have something like more beyond that, then that's fine.
Yeah, so why don't we have you have deconstructing the dam as part of it?
Okay.
I was going to say I could have that also because I want to just get rid of the dam at all costs.
Sure.
I like that idea of the dam. Rains are bad
Is-
already.
Nicole, my goal is the thing we talked about earlier?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. I'm trying to remember if there was something else I was going to ask, but I think that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does everybody have their goals written down?
Cool. All right. So as you guys begin your journey, it is smooth and easy, beautiful rolling hills, and you know you see some wildlife along your way, but nothing too treacherous. And as you begin to draw you near, you see a river off in the distance, and you see it glimmering in the light. Um, and
Oh,
as you approach,
I was gonna say, is there something that I could have done with Pathfinder to get us there faster, or no?
yeah, we can do that. Why don't you go ahead and
I feel like it was a good low stakes chance to try out what I'm supposed to do.
I like it. Why don't you go
Yeah.
ahead and make a Pathfinder test? So you're gonna
Okay.
roll however many dice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
And then I just tell you what the results are.
Correct.
Okay. Got it. 5. If they're all snake eyes, do we get lost?
Yes. You never got there.
Okay. Well, I did get 3 snakes.
Okay.
So I got 2 yays.
2 yays.
2 of these.
Oh, cute. Okay. So you're able to easily follow the path, but you don't think that you can find any quicker route there than
Okay.
the most obvious one.
Okay.
And as you guys all approach, you're cresting this hill, and you see down in the bend of this river a small town, and you can see the river kind of encroaching onto the outskirts of the town. There's clearly like a little bit of a swampy area right now, and you can hear just kind of a low murmur of a noise coming from the town, and you can see people scurrying around, and people hauling out things and digging trenches and all sorts
dear.
of stuff.
Oh no.
Worry.
Yeah, that's the sense I get too.
Is it even going to rain soon?
Do you want to make a you have a rain something, right?
Oh,
I think
you do have a weather watcher.
Selena and I both have Weather Watcher,
Weather
Yeah.
watcher.
I think a few.
so
of
I
us.
can aid. If
Is
you like.
that the thing that was once per game, or was that something else?
That's once per game. Weather watcher will change the weather. I think Bran has something, or Quentin has something.
I have rain wise, which I think is just
Oh
looking
yeah,
for rain,
okay.
right?
That
yeah.
is just to see if it might rain.
Cool.
When we do our weather watch, though, I think enough of us have it that we can aid, and that will give you extra dice. So
Interesting. So,
Yeah, so-
it just says rain wise. It doesn't have a number for that one. So do I just roll? Is that tied to anything? Weather Watcher 2?
Yeah, it should be. You're going to have rain-wise will give you a bonus, and you're going to just roll a nature check, actually,
Okay.
with
Cool.
1 extra die.
Nature 6. Nice.
It's not tied to weather.
Ooh, 7 then. Awesome. Lots of dice.
nice.
Ooh, I got only 3 successes, 4 fails.
Okay, so you see off in the distance, like above some hills, a few clouds. They don't look like heavy storm clouds, but you think maybe there's some drizzle coming. You're not
Okay.
sure.
They're
bad.
right
yeah.
to prepare, but they shouldn't worry too much.
Yeah. And so as you guys go down this hill and towards the town, this murmur becomes louder and louder, and you see little young mice scurrying about, running around with like handfuls full of grain and other food, some pots of honey around, and you see a few mice trying to like hook up a few beetles to some tethers and pull them away from the river. And it seems like utter chaos around here.
Pushing a roly-poly.
Yeah, pushing a roly-poly.
I think we need to
definitely
reinstate
kind of
some
like-
order for sure.
We need to help these people.
Yeah. Let me ask
Mice.
Selena, are you at all familiar with this town? Like, you seem like you've traveled
Yeah,
much.
Nicole, my
You
answer
are
to that is
many-
yes, right? Just wanna
many,
confirm.
many years.
And he says, "I hear what you're getting at, young'un. No need to insinuate." Yes, I'm quite familiar with this town. What's the name of the town, Nicole?
This is Lone Pine.
Lone Pine. I'm quite familiar with
And
the town of
so,
Lone Pine.
who is its leader?
You know that there is
I
a
know
governor in
that there
this
is a
town.
governor in this town.
You haven't been here in a while, but you remember that the old governor, he has been here for a long time and is this grumpy old guy, and his name is Mary.
Boy named Sue.
Short for Marietta.
I was saying Mary, like, and he's grumpy, so like opposites there.
You vaguely remember him. You didn't ever know him well.
So the governor, I remember him being a jovial man by the name of Mary.
Great. Why don't you go see if you can connect with him and see what's been done already, and maybe the rest of us can try to mitigate what's just literally happening in front of us.
That seems like an excellent idea, Sienna.
Thanks.
I grumble and groan and then start making my way off to wherever the governor might be.
Sienna, would you like me to go with him? I'm afraid he may be a tad abrasive.
Yes, he is well connected because I see he has 5 circles, but that's a good idea. Yeah.
I trust you and Quentin to take care of this situation.
Oh yes, Quentin and I are most capable together.
Stay
Quite
safe,
close.
Captain.
All right, so why don't we go ahead and deal with Selena and Finn first?
Okay.
So
I will grab my glasses.
Selena, you remember that the mayor lives in a little hut constructed of hollowed out log nearby, and it's a beautiful log. It has all sorts of tiers, and he made some beautiful banisters. And so as you guys approach this house, you see people running in and out of it with like carrying like big heavy furniture and all these gorgeous pieces, and along with food and what looks to be some a few valuable trinkets picked up here and there. And you know this to be the governor's house.
All right. Lil, could you be a little quieter? Sorry. Right when Finn comes running after me, because I already started walking off. Like, oh, so the beekeeper sent a babysitter to follow me. All right.
Our wise leader thought it was best.
Well, keep up. And I stomp off. All right, so we get to the governor's place, and I'm gonna come in and come in the door or knock on the door or whatever.
Okay. So the door's just wide open, and you see scurrying by a few young mice that kind of look up at you and skirt around you and go, "Hello, hi, hi, hi. Who might you be?"
Named
We are of the
Selena.
Mouse Guard.
Oh, what a pleasure. Okay. Who
We're
might
looking
you
for the
be?
governor.
Oh, of course. Mary is upstairs packing. Why don't I show you to his quarters? Come. And
Thank you so much.
goes scampering up this staircase that kind of winds around the inside of this log.
Packing sounds like he's not optimistic.
And
Not a
as you
great
get
message to be sending to his people. I'm saying this to Finn.
as you get to the top level, you see it's just an open area, and it's you see a few like pieces of furniture, and there's clothes scattered everywhere, and there's trinkets here and there, and a few weapons laying about that this old mouse is trying to shove into a few boxes and things like that. Sir, Mary, sir, we have guests from the Mouse Guard. I believe they may be here to help the situation. Oh, good. And he kind of looks over and sees you two and says, welcome, hello.
Finn of Barkstone, Patrol Guard of the Mouse Guard.
Pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you.
Selena.
Likewise. You look somewhat familiar.
I think we've met before. I reach out a paw to shake paws.
And he shakes your paw. and he turns to Finn and says, what are you going to do about this situation?
Well, we are currently trying to gather intelligence on the situation and determine the best possible path of approach in dealing with the newly constructed beaver dam, especially as we have noticed there may be some rain clouds on the way. So time is of the essence.
Yeah.
We just wanted to confirm what you've already tried so we didn't waste our time with anything that didn't already work.
Also,
these rabble. Yeah.
I wanted to mention to everybody, because I think Brennan and me maybe missed this earlier too. The snow melt is the bigger problem, not necessarily the rain.
So both threat of snow melt, and then some drizzle may make the life a bit difficult.
Right.
But so the governor says, this rabble, I've tried to organize them multiple times, and it has just been a disaster.
It can be difficult to effectively communicate it with the masses.
Well, yes, I mean, they are such just disasters. We tried to dig a few ditches in an attempt to, divert the river, but had no luck there. I could only get a few people to do the work. I mean, just layabout mouse people, whatever. And I don't know what else we could try, so I'm just trying to make sure we get all of our important things away from the river uphill.
So sorry, I missed a little bit in the middle. So he said they didn't try talking to the beavers, or they did, or?
They didn't try talking to the beavers yet. They were trying to see if they could dig trenches to keep the river from getting nearby the town.
Right. So no one's tried to talk to these creatures?
Beavers,
no,
sir.
Beavers are brutes. I don't know if you've ever interacted with one, but they're completely impossible to reckon with.
It's been my experience as well, but it never hurts to try.
I agree.
I suppose.
Wolves, on the other hand, you could never negotiate with wolves.
I feel like we're making a lot of generalizations here.
I've never come across a wolf.
Hope that you don't.
Well, if you, I don't know, could organize these people into finding, something to divert the river or stopping these beavers, I'm not sure.
We'll see what you can do. You keep working with the people. Make sure everyone's ready to leave at a moment's notice if push comes to shove.
Oh, yes, no worries. I shall be ready. And hopefully everyone else shall too. Very well. If you need any assistance, if you can manage to organize the people, I'm sure they could help you. Maybe create a trench or barricade some important items. I'm not sure.
I'll take that as carte blanche to lead your people.
Wait, what?
Any other important orders of business, items of order, whatever the fucking phrase is?
I don't believe so, sir. Although, if I may point out, you seem to be packing a lot of trinkets, very cumbersome things that possibly aren't necessary provisions if you have to get out of here in a hurry. I do recommend only taking the very most important things. That way you can spend your efforts focusing on making sure the town is safe.
Well, they are quite important things. But yes, I suppose so. I've told people to bring food and the like.
Excellent. Well, I leave you to it.
Well, very well. Good luck rallying the town.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So, Quentin and Sienna, what are you guys up to?
What are we up to? What are we trying to do?
I was hoping to try and make, if they've decided to evacuate in case we can't find a peaceful solution or a solution that's fast enough, maybe just make the evacuation more organized.
That sounds good to me. We could try to organize the people. They're worried about diverting the river right now. I mean, that's not going to help them get out of here. They should probably move their possessions to safety first. That way they can rapidly leave.
Let's, like, can I I have Persuader. I don't know if, and I have Orator
So,
too. Do you have a higher Orator skill than me?
Orator, I'm better at teaching people things than directing traffic. If I'm going to be honest.
I was gonna say that we could
so
just
this
like,
would be an orator test if you're trying to organize the town.
Sorry, we're
yeah,
saying
and I
orator
just,
like one who speaks, not order like giving orders.
I'm
Correct.
I'm
One who
not
yeah,
good
speaks.
at being an orderer either.
I was just saying like if we could remind people. Honestly, I was kind of on the same lines as Finn of like only take what provisions you need.
Hmm.
Um, uh,
Take only the provisions you need.
yeah, exactly. And that if you need help, because you have like many small children, or you just need help taking what you need to get one of us, and we can help them like either build something that might they could pull, or we can commandeer a wagon. I don't know.
Build something they could pull. Yeah, yeah, if they're all moving on their things to the same place, we could maybe just build sort. It doesn't need to be a wagon. We could build a bit of a sled or a sleigh, a cart.
A cart, yeah,
Maybe we could even make it waterproof. We could make it into a little makeshift boat if it ever does flood. That way, their things would float. Maybe
that's a good
that.
idea.
That would be interesting.
All
I
right. Well,
could try
let's start with
missions
just the
mathematics.
announcement and see kind of how they respond to that. And then do they have a central location where they're all going to be making camp together? Because I think that would also help their chances of survival.
So you see that right now, a lot of people are in the essentially the central part of the town. This town is made up of a few broken down logs, a few nooks in rocks and the sort, and a few stone constructions that they've made. And around the center area, you see quite a few of especially the farmers gathered with their livestock, and a few other townsfolk who are all kind of talking in almost like hushed and urgent tones.
All
So
right.
if
So maybe, yeah, maybe we'll start with them and just see what they can tell us. Quentin, do you find yourself be very persuasive?
I'm not a particularly
so
persuasive.
yeah, it would be an orator test.
Oh, okay. If I was gonna like persuade them to tell me what they were talking about, I don't know.
Oh, that would be yeah. You can that can be persuasion.
Like start with that, see what they're already kind of thinking, and then do an order test. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yep. If you want to do that,
All right. So I'll do persuader. Do I roll it now, or do I like?
you can go up to them. So as you approach, you see a few of the farmers with their. You see a few ladybugs in a little corral that somebody has quickly made, and a few bees are buzzing around in one area. And one man, you saw that man earlier with his beetles that he's still trying to tug along. They're very slow.
Ornery.
And so, yeah. And
Uh,
so
cool.
as you approach, one of them looks up and says, "Oh, hail. Who are you?"
I'm Sienna, patrol leader from the Mouse Guard, and this is Quentin.
Oh,
Indeed.
welcome, welcome. It's so good to see help arrive.
Yes. We've been sent by Gwendolyn to see how we can aid you. But if in case we are not successful, I do think evacuating would be, cautionary. It'd be wise. Are you all planning to head to one place together?
We were originally planning to go up, and you see him point over a hill. At the top of that hill, there's a few places that a few farmers live, and it's tall enough that we think it would be safe. But unfortunately, most of our transportation has been taken by the governor, and we're quite worried about being able
What?
to get our goods there. Yes, yes.
I agree,
He
Jake.
he took a few of our carts. We don't have many in the town, and we had a few smaller birds that we used to pull them, and they have been borrowed, as he likes to say.
So you
Unfortunately,
Hmm.
what
had
to do?
ample transportation to get your things over the hill.
Correct, but he's been using it to carry his things, and now we don't know what to do.
Hmm.
Well, I suppose the solution is not simply to build more carts. If the mayor's simply going to take them back, I don't like that.
I don't like that either. Let's. Hmm. All right. Well, take what you can for now to the hill, and I'll try to communicate that to everyone else, and I'll see what we can do about those carts.
Very well. Thank you so much.
Um, do you want me to do my like order thing now to just like yell at the townspeople?
Yeah, absolutely. So why don't you start with what do you say to all of them?
Yeah, what are we directing them now? I thought that
Just like I'm gonna tell them that, like to head towards the hill, take only what you need, and we're gonna try to get more resources from the governor.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave it like kind of vague, about what we're trying to get from him because I don't want to go into specifics in case we can't get anything in like that they really need. But just saying like, head for this hill. We're here. We're gonna go deal with the dam. Just remain calm.
Sounds good. So why don't you go ahead and roll an order test, and if Quentin is helping, you can add 1 die.
can I only help if I have order because I don't have any order.
You don't. Okay. So then, yeah. Unfortunately, you can't. But
Quentin, can you virtually blow on these dice? Thank you.
Luck.
A snake and a sword.
okay.
So 1 success, 1 failure. I only have 2.
Okay. Sounds good. So as you speak to the town, you see a few of them are stopping what they're doing and paying attention, and a few are still scuttering about and in a panic. But you think that a good amount of them will have organized what they need versus what they don't and start moving that way.
Okay.
In addition, when you guys decide to take any actions in relation to the town, in other words, like if you try to build anything, if you try to get them, to a certain location or anything like that, you get to add 1 die for the townsfolk helping you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I was going to say I try to see just in case there are any like obvious craftsmen like woodworkers or house builders or anything like that are around that are kind of moving around. I want to pull them aside and tell them not to leave with the rest yet.
Yeah, there are definitely a few around, so you can do that, no problem.
Okay, yeah, stay here. We might need your services. Don't leave with the others. Send your possessions with your friends.
Are we coming
Okay.
back around now?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I'm going to come back to Sienna and say, we spoke with the governor. Seems like a reasonable enough man. Not much faith in his people, but...
Perhaps a little too invested in his trinkets. I feel like he should be
Speaking-
more concerned about the people.
Speaking of trinkets, and I'll tell you what we
Right.
found out about the governor.
He what?
Mm-hmm.
I
That
turn
is just shocking.
right back around and say, come on, Finn, we're going to go get some carts.
Okay.
All right.
I would say that escalated quickly, but I feel like we tried to be really reasonable.
My belief is that the greater good must be served above the individual.
Yep.
My instinct is to circumnavigate conflict first, if I can. So basically, I'm a Hufflepuff.
I'm a Hufflepuff.
I'm a
I'm also a Hufflepuff. It's better to be friends than enemies.
you are a Hufflepuff. So, and Quentin's a Ravenclaw.
I'm a Slytherin. I'm like a Slitherclaw.
I'm a snake.
Snake.
So,
Are
uh,
Quentin a animal? Cobras.
Hmm?
Are Quentin a animal? Cobras.
So, Selenwa and Finn, you guys head back to the governor's
Hut.
log and hut. And as you go up the stairs,
So
you
actually,
see
I wasn't
him
going to go up to the governor. I was just going to go see so outside where, like, are the carts right outside here?
Why don't you go ahead and I don't know what trait that would be. Why don't you make a
Who's inquisitive?
Scout.
You might do that. Or curious.
Yeah, I have scout or it's not
scout
good
or
hunting.
scout's fine.
Scouting.
Scout.
All right,
What scout do you have?
I have 3.
Okay, I can aid you.
All right, so I get a die from Finn.
Yeah.
All right, 4.
Am
we go.
I there also or no?
You can come
No,
if
we're
you want.
still. Oh wait,
Oh,
yeah,
because
sorry.
wait. Can I add to your scout?
Oh, you're going to come with?
I was
Yeah,
saying
I
if
think-
we're all together.
Great.
Yeah, why don't we?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
the
we
way that
follow you.
Sienna is going to spin this is that we'll borrow the carts and then put them back before the governor needs them.
You think they're gonna buy that?
Do I
think
get
Sienna is trying to buy that herself.
do I get an extra die from each person aiding me, or
Yes,
You can only have 2 mice aiding you.
but you can only have 2, right?
so
Yeah.
I have my base is 3. I've got 2 aids, so I'm rolling 5 dice.
Perfect.
I got 1 failure, 3 regular successes, and then the axe, which is also a regular success, but it looks cooler.
It does. Fantastic. So as you start,
good.
that's cool. As you start like going around this area, you see that in the entrance of this log, in the first part, there is a few carts that are being piled high by a few servants right there.
With his crap?
Yeah, with his crap.
All right. Quick political question.
Yeah.
Is the way that, like, so we're the mouse guard and we protect the whole mouse territories. Is Gwendolyn like the boss of all the mice everywhere, or?
Gwendolyn is the boss of the mouse guard, so
Got
she doesn't have any direct control. Essentially, the way the mouse guard works is they are mostly guards of the territory, like the area, the wilderness.
Right.
They do help towns when they are in need, but she has no control over the
Gotcha.
governing body.
So it's not her; it's the mouse guard that has any kind of authority. All right. So I see servants loading it, and I say, on authority of the mouth guard, on authority of the mouse guard, start unloading those carts. The town needs them.
Persuade, roll a persuade.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do I have a persuade?
If you don't, you can roll
Nature.
a nature
I
check.
have orator, but
Orator works.
all right, cool. 3 orator. That is 2 successes and a failure.
Okay, so he goes, okay, and points at the other mice that are there and says, why don't you all start unpacking? And he's kind of backing up as he says this.
You don't have
and
to
you
worry.
see-
It's going to be okay. We're here to help people.
Okay, well, that's nice. I'm so happy, but I think I also need to go. And so he runs into the log
I get that, yeah.
and starts running up the stairs. But
I'm
they
gonna
are
just
unpacked.
start, like, I'm gonna go up to one of the carts and just like undo the back and just like push some stuff out of it onto the ground.
Okay.
I want to go pick it up and look at what it is.
Falls out onto the ground. You see a few, you see some dinner plates that are like lined with like a little bit of gold leaf, and they're, very nicely made and all that. And you see some tapestries tumble out into the dirt and the mud.
What's up?
And,
Can
What
I
a
ask,
muskrat.
what's the skill Glazer, Glazier?
I imagine it goes with me being a potter.
it does. It does.
It's for glazing
Oh,
pots.
I was like, is there a skill
Glazier,
that's
yeah.
like driver or
A
like, because I don't see a skill for
glazier
like cart.
is a
cart
tradesman
driving?
responsible for cutting, installing, and removing glass.
That's
You work with glass.
British people pronounce glacier. Glacia.
Yeah.
So glass stuff.
On bed.
The reason I was asking is I was trying to find a skill that would be applicable. Like, what I wanted to say is, as soon as one of the first carts was empty, I was just going to start riding out with it.
Okay. Yeah. So let me think. What skills do you have?
I'm trying to think of ones that would be relevant. I do have Pathfinder and Scout and Survivalist,
I will
Scientist,
say,
Apiarist,
you know what I'm going to have you do
Fighter,
There-
Hunter.
is rules for mounting.
Well,
like
he
mount-
might not have whatever pulls these carts hooked up. Like, if it's a quail or something, it might not be
Yeah. So you
there
do
yet.
There is a quail right like near there. Like
Okay.
right it is hooked up to this cart.
Oh, okay.
But you would have to go ahead and make I would say it would be a will
Okay.
roll
Okay.
to try to not be freaked out by this large creature and try to, gain control of the cart. So I will go ahead and let you make that roll while the governor, you see him stomping down these stairs, and he looks directly at you, Selenway, who's just pushing out these things from this cart. And he says, "What on earth are you doing?"
I
3
took your
successes.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
I took your statement to mean carte blanche to help the people, and that's what I'm doing.
And this would be the cart that he was referring to?
Yeah, this is the carte blanche.
All right, so that is going to be, I think, the start of an argument. So this is going to be a conflict, and at the same time, you got 3 successes, Sienna, right? So you think you have managed to calm down this quail enough that if you get into the cart, you might be able to control it. But we're going to go ahead and do the
Conflict.
conflict. Yeah.
So do we declare our intent at the beginning of the conflict? Is that how that works?
Yeah. So the steps are you're going to start with who is involved. So you're going to be the conflict leader some way because you're kind of initiating this. Yeah. And Finn and Quentin, you can decide if you want to be part of this or not.
Well, I would say it depends on the goal.
Okay. So we can let Sullenway decide his goal first,
So
and then
I would state that my goal is to keep him away and distracted for long enough, or even just like away from the carts, that we can just get the carts out of here, and I don't care whether or not he agrees with us by the end.
Awesome.
Okay,
Cool.
Just to get the carts out of here and start getting them to help people.
All right. And what about Quentin? Are you going to join?
Yeah, is there room for all of us, or who are you including in this?
You and Quentin are doing that. I'm doing the cart right now. Only 2 people, only 2 mice can aid someone in a conflict.
Got it. So, okay, I'll help. What I want to do is I want to, as my declaration, I want to try to convince him that it's good to get the people's like valuables to the new place, because then they'll be able to help build up his stuff because he's the mayor.
Okay.
Manipulator. I don't know if that's relevant. I don't know how this works, but
I'll take that. I like it. And I'm pretty sure manipulator will be option in this conflict.
Cool.
So
is that a skill you have?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So this is an argument. So the base, we're going to now determine your, what's it called?
Disposition?
Disposition, thank you. I forgot the name of it. So the way you're going to do this is, Selmway, what's your will?
My will is 6.
Okay, great. Do you have the persuader skill?
I do not. I have like orator.
Okay.
That's it.
In that case, the base disposition will be 6, and then since you have Quentin helping you, you're going to add 1 to that, so 7.
Nice.
Quentin, do you have I think you can do it that way.
I don't have persuader.
Okay, in that case, your base is 7.
Okay.
Are you? Oh yeah, Finn, are you in on this or not?
Yeah, I said I was.
Yeah, Finn said yes.
Yeah. Okay. And what was your goal?
My goal is to resolve this as peacefully as possible, but inevitably to get the carts out of here.
Okay, carts out. So that means your base is going to be 8, and then
8?
Finn, you can roll a persuader check.
Okay.
How many do you need?
It's 2.
Oh, perfect.
2 successes.
Great. So that means it's going to be a base of 10.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yours is 10. Cool. And his would be. Yeah.
Does me holding my big ol' V black axe up intimidate him at all? Maybe.
So
Violence.
That may not be the direction we want to go.
What did you say your prank again was?
I'm not threatening any violence. I just want to be clear that I have it. I want him to do all the implication here.
why don't you go ahead and no, that will come up later. We'll
all right,
see.
that's fine.
Yeah.
If he doesn't immediately agree with me, we'll bring the axe out after that.
Perfect. All right. So now that you guys have your disposition, none of you have any conditions right now, so that's not a problem.
Cool.
And so you're going to go ahead. This is going to be a little bit weird because it's supposed to be done in secret, so I'm going to take my headphones out. You're going to choose 3 actions.
Okay.
It's going to be one of either the attack, defend, feint, or maneuver. And these will work differently because this is an argument. You are going to be using certain
Rhetoric.
yeah, you're using different abilities. You're not using like, your health. You're using like persuader and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So I'm going to go ahead Do you guys get what you need to do?
Yep.
Yes,
And then
tell
we'll
us
give you
the
thumbs
signal,
up.
the visual
So we
signal
have to
to
pick
tell you
3
to come back.
actions. We each pick one, basically.
You each pick one.
Okay.
And then we'll thumbs you up.
We can just do jazz hands.
We'll do jazz hands
is
when we're
good.
done.
Yeah, jazz hands
I
as
like
a
it.
group
I like
is
it.
good.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think that wielding my axe in a way that's like just leaning on my axe or whatever could be considered a feint because
Yeah, I think that
I'm
makes sense.
I'm threatening violence without actually starting any violence.
Yeah.
So that's a good feint.
Right?
I think that I'm maneuvering since I'm trying to convince of something different that's a little bit around the subject.
All right.
That's good.
I suppose I'll be defending because I'll be like, well, everything's gonna be fine.
Perfect.
Okay, ready?
Jazz hands.
Easy.
That was great. I like it.
I like our signal. It's good.
I do too. Okay, cool. So, just so you guys know, you're gonna be. I may have probably showed Tildy this beforehand, but since it's a argument, your attack and defend will be using Persuader, and your feint and maneuver will be using Persuader or Manipulation, whichever you choose.
I have none of those, so
Okay.
that's fine.
So in that case, you will use your nature.
Got it.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were which categories for what? For
Oh, my nature. Got it.
which thing?
Persuader for attack and defend. You can use Persuader for any of them.
Oh, okay.
And then feint and maneuver, you could use manipulation if you choose.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
Perfect. That worked
Not
out.
that that's what we did.
That worked out great for what we chose. Maybe.
Attack, attack, attack.
All right. So whichever of you guys is your first action,
Oh, do we
you're
have to pick
gonna
an order?
Yeah.
Let's do.
Just in the order we
I don't-
said it?
No, I was gonna say yeah. Let's do. Oh, sorry, I have to point the opposite
Selenol
way.
first, right?
Let's do Selenois, then Quentin,
Quentin,
and
then
Finn.
Ellen
Cool.
Weasel in disguise.
I'm not playing Baron, so I can't be too upset.
So for the first action, the governor is fainting. So he is going to say, this is just truly, it's very important for the body of the town. These things are very useful for them. In reality, we can sell them.
I tell you my action now.
Yeah.
I pull off my axe off my back and lean on it in a show of
Nice.
intimidation. To say, well, I really think it's important that the townspeople get their things first, and have
Cool.
the axe
Okay.
do all of the implication here.
So a feint versus a feint is going to be a versus attack.
Right.
So we're both going to make persuader or manipulator tests.
So I use my nature because I have none.
Correct. You're going to use your nature. All right. Awesome.
And my
So-
disposition has anything to do with here, or is this?
The disposition is going to be then subtracted from whoever wins. Yeah.
Got it.
That's like your health, essentially.
Gotcha. Here goes.
Woo!
Ooh. All right.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold them up.
So,
I got.
oh, yeah, let me.
There we go. 3 successes, 2 failures.
Nice.
Nice.
I got 3 failures and 1 success.
Haha! So I win.
Okay.
You win. So, how many successes did you have?
I had 3 successes, 2 failures.
Okay, great. So that means his disposition is going to go down by 3.
Oh, and it was faint if you faint, huh? Nice.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Next one.
I got the card. This is Quentin.
Quentin? Okay, cool.
Say the word.
So
I'll
I
flip it.
All right.
I
I didn't grab my cards, which was dumb, but you're going to just have to trust that I was going to attack.
okay, and I was going to maneuver. So that is going to be I get
Awesome.
like a versus test.
You,
Versus to
you can explain to Nicole your justification, like you were saying.
Oh yeah, because I was trying to kind of get him around the point of what he wanted and convince him that he wanted what we were trying to get him to do.
yeah,
So I
absolutely.
decided it was a maneuver.
And he's just yelling at you about how he needs his stuff.
Nice. And you were saying that is manipulation, right? Because I have a manipulator too.
He used manipulation.
Cool. So I roll 2 dice.
Yeah.
Awesome. I get a success and a fail.
Wait, don't you add it to your will?
Oh, to my will?
Isn't it
Yeah.
your
Oh
skill
yeah,
you add to
I'm
your
sorry.
will?
My disposition to my so I get disposition plus manipulator, or is
No,
that
disposition
already?
is your health pool.
You get will
Disposition is
plus your manipulator bonus.
Yeah. So whatever your
Got
manipulator.
it.
That's how many
Yeah.
dice you roll.
Gotcha. And since I didn't have the skill, I just used my nature with no will.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Got it. So use will.
Cool.
Plus...
I see. So I get 6 total, which would be my nature actually. So I got another 3 failures, but another success. So 2 successes, 4 failures.
Okay, he got 2 successes.
Okay, so
So that's a tie.
Okay, yeah,
And
cool.
it's a versus test, correct?
Yeah, it's a versus test.
So nothing's going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't
Last
convince
one.
him. He's
Wait,
too
sorry.
smart.
Isn't maneuver versus feint is an individual check, isn't it?
Maneuver versus
Maneuver
I
versus
attack.
He attacked me.
Oh,
she
he
atta-
attacked.
She chooses 3 things too.
Oh, got it.
I choose 3. Mm-hmm. So for the third one, he is attacking again.
Finn?
I am going to try to calm everything down.
Bend.
We didn't really mean. We didn't really mean. Not like that.
Not like
Just having a
that.
conversation.
All right. So an attack versus a defend is a versus test.
Cool. And my persuasion is 2, and my will is 4. So I need another one.
There you go.
I was trying to see under the monitor, and I couldn't see if there was another one.
Put them here instead.
Okay. So that's 6.
All right. Cool.
Oh god, I dropped one.
Oh,
That is 5 successes.
he got 3 failures.
Crushing it.
And 5 successes is going to go ahead and bring him to 0.
Woo!
And so that means you won this argument. You took no damage to your disposition. That means that it is a non-compromise. There are different categories. There's like a partial compromise, a a non-compromise. This is non-compromise, meaning you guys all get everything you
This is
wanted.
really cool.
So
But just the
it is
plates.
really great.
Just the teacups. But just this one bowl.
Guys are happy. And like as Selway is pushing everything out, you see him like try to grasp for a few plates and they just shatter on the ground and his tapestries are in the dirt. And so as this is all happening, Sienna, why don't you go ahead and make a Pathfinder check to see if you can ride this cart up towards that hill that was pointed out to you earlier.
Well, to the
Cool.
center of town
So-
first to load the people's
Right, to
stuff.
town to
Town,
load it up,
yes.
and then over there. So Pathfinder, I do my 5, and then do I add in something else to that?
Pathfinder, no, you're just going to roll
Oh,
your
okay,
Pathfinder.
sorry. I think I was confused because of the will being added for
That's only for
conflict.
combat.
That's
yeah.
just for conflict.
Perfect. Okay, cool. I was like, oh my god, I've been doing it wrong.
No, you're good.
Okay, great. Cool. I'm gonna roll that. Oh, and is this for townspeople? Should I roll my extra, or should I wait? I'll wait. I got 4 successes and 1 fail.
Okay, great. So you are easily able to, despite your lack of interactions with quail in the past, you are easily able to guide this quail to the center of town.
A natural
And
quail
as-
handler.
Yeah, as the governor is like, in the dirt picking up his last few things, he looks at you all and says, well, I suppose you may all have a point. Perhaps we should get all of them to safety first.
That's the
Do let
spirit.
me know. Do let me know if I can aid you in any way. He says this very upset.
There's multiple carts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I say,
There's like 4.
oh, well, now that you mention it, if you could finish unloading those other carts by the time we get back, that'd be great.
Very well. It will be done.
Giving him a chance to save some of his things.
Perfect. Cool.
right.
So, yeah, he starts to unload those carts, and you guys are heading back towards the center of town. Good job.
Cool. So I'll drive this cart, just go kind of to the center of everything as much as I can.
Yeah.
And then, does anybody else have order besides me?
I do. I've ordered 3.
Do you want to do an announcement to just let people know that
Yeah.
they can bring, if they can't carry some things or they have a lot of small children, that we can use the cart to help them?
Yep. So I'll make my roll. 1 success, 2 failures. But it is an
Okay.
axe success, so
Oh wait,
Cool.
should wait. We have the extra die.
Oh, because you're
You
helping
have
me.
extra die. Also, yeah, so you roll one more die because
It's another
Sienna's
failure.
helping. Okay.
No, I was saying because from the townspeople to extra die.
You get an extra die for the townspeople. Go ahead
Cool.
and
I'll roll that one
roll
too.
die for laborers. Yeah.
That's another failure. So
Okay. So
Very
you
nice.
see a few of these townsfolk start to put a few things in these wagons, but they're, you know, like one of them is half full.
Okay.
Can I call over those builders from earlier?
Absolutely. So you see these three mice. One looks like this young female mouse with this brownish red fur walks over, and two other older mice come over, and she says, "Oh, hello. You are from the mouse guard?"
Mhm. That's correct.
Yes. My father told me that you asked us carpenters to stay.
Yeah, we were worried we were going to need to build more carts, but I think we might have solved that part of the problem. However,
Fantastic.
there is something else you can do. We need to get up a big hill, and there's going to be a lot of mud. It might even drizzle a little bit on us, and that's not good. Could gum up the wheels. I think that there's some materials that you can get that will make the wheels run a bit smoother. Maybe make things waterproof. Put a few tarps over top. You can collect them and make them. It will be very simple. I can show you how. You just tie the leaves together.
Absolutely. Oh, yes, of course.
Are you gonna do an
Do I
instruction
know
roll?
do I know of anything like not sap because that's sticky, but anything that could like grease the wheels or something like
Fat.
that? Yeah, like fat or something
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
maybe a dead bird that it's icky, but if we don't tell any of the townsfolk, maybe we can go collect it and just put it on in secret.
Absolutely.
probably
You
got some fat
know,
collected up somewhere. Like
Cool.
yeah, they've definitely got some like oil here and there that you can use. And let's see, why don't you go ahead and make a? Do you have scientist?
I have scientist and instructor, either one.
Why don't you go ahead and first do a scientist check
Cool.
test to see if you can figure out how to construct something that is going to make these wheels not only run well, but still not just slide down this hill.
Yeah,
when it's
perfect.
wet.
You give him some braking power. I got 2 successes and a fail.
Okay, fantastic. You think you've done something that will work pretty well, and why don't you go ahead and roll instructor to see if you can teach it to these carpenters?
Cool. 2 successes, 2 fails.
Okay, so you think that at least this younger female mouse definitely has the hang of it pretty perfectly.
You can teach the rest.
Yeah.
We don't have time to waste teaching
Did
people
you
all
wanna
day.
did you wanna make the tarps too?
Yeah, sure. I can. I mean, those are simpler. Those are probably something
That's
they
just
can
tarps.
construct.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just gonna like build up out of leaves or
Leaves have a wax residue a lot of the time, so that would be good.
They do.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Get some ferns or something. Said we
Excellent
came
job
through a
motivating
swamp,
the people
right?
to work together, Quentin. So you're a natural leader.
Thank you. I like you, Finn.
Thank you.
You respect the authority too much, but I like you.
Well, chain of command, you know.
Okay, so you're making all of those and teaching them to make it. Finn, Sienna, and Selnway, what are you guys up to?
I'll,
I
go ahead.
go ahead.
I was going to say
So-
just start helping people load things into the carts.
Okay, fantastic.
After a little bit, I'll go get one of the next carts, right? Like
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
yeah, getting the next cart is probably our next goal.
I would like to walk around and make sure that there aren't any people that are like considering staying, or like any people that are lost and don't know what to do.
Or old.
Any stragglers,
Okay.
children, old people.
So yeah, do you have
Nice.
like a scout or anything like that?
I have scout, yeah, survivalist, pathfinder, and hunter, I guess, but a scout would probably
Scout will do. Yeah, why don't you go ahead and roll a scout check?
cool. It's only 2. 1 success.
Okay, so as you're walking around, most people seem to be either dragging their belongings. There's still a few people trying to dig some trenches to drain a little bit of water off, a few mice. And then you do hear some people talking and squeaking in one of these little kind of hollowed out giant mushrooms that's been turned into a little home. you do hear some noise in there, but you don't really see any. Unlike the other houses, you don't see any belongings piled up front or anyone coming in and out.
I'd like to go knock on the door.
Okay,
The mushroom door.
so the mushroom door. So you
And I'm
quickly
very
just
mushroom wise, so I know where the door is.
You do. Rap on the door, and in the inside, you hear everything just stop, and then you hear a few scuffles and a few things moving about, and that's all you can.
Hello, I'm with the mouse guard. I'm here to help. Do you need any assistance?
Oh, what a lovely offer. I believe we're doing okay for now, but thank you.
Would you mind? I have sort of a checklist. I'm going through the whole town, making sure everyone's okay. Can I just see you, make sure everything's fine?
Um, why, yes, of course you may. One moment, and you hear a few things moving about. And why don't you go ahead and roll a will check for me?
Interesting.
What does will exactly represent in this game? Because it's
Like
probably...
mental faculties.
Two
that sort of
successes.
thing. 2 successes?
Yeah.
Okay. It sounds familiar. This voice sounds familiar. You don't know who,
Fine.
but it sounds familiar.
I think Alex knows who.
Yeah, Alex definitely knows who. And so you, are a little bit confused, and you hear somebody walking up to the door, and you hear a creak opening it, and you see this small, wizened old mouse, and she has this gray fur, this gray with white patches, very, sleek, and she looks rather old, and she looks a little bit nervous. You can see her kind of like looking behind her every now and then while looking at you. Hello. What might I help you with?
Hello, madam. I'm sorry. I was just speaking with someone else, wasn't I?
Yes, I'm not entirely sure where he went.
Are you okay?
No. There's been... You just hear her quietly just going...
What's happened?
I mean, of course, there's been the river flooding, she says kind of loudly.
Yes.
Looking
I'm
behind her.
familiar
And
with the river. That water, it seems to get everywhere. How many drops would you say you've seen recently in this house?
Oh, I have seen about two, I believe, but more on the river, in fact.
Interesting.
Yes.
Are they still in the house? Both of these drops.
I believe so.
I see. Well, stay dry. I'll be right
Thank
back
you.
with a towel.
Very well. I appreciate it very, very much. I will see you soon. And you see her kind of still glancing behind her and slowly closing the door.
All right, I'm going to go back and get the crew.
All right.
Okay, cool.
She's got a hole in the house.
Oh, well, I don't
Raindrops.
think they're actual drops of water. I think they're bandits.
While Finn was going around to her, did I get the other cart or no?
Yeah, absolutely.
We can get
Okay,
so
do you
all
need
the
me to
carts
roll?
are in the center. People are loading.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Just
Everyone's
asking.
To the
Got that.
mushroom.
All rolling.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
as the patrol walks up to this house, suddenly this area is very familiar to you. In fact, this house that Finn seems to be walking towards, you grew up in this house.
Uh-oh.
No, I grew up in these houses.
Oh, no.
You grew up in here.
You're from here?
When I see the mushroom, I'm like, Finn, this is the house?
This is the house.
This is real bad. I'm going to let everyone in on my little secret. I'm going to say, this house has Gwendolyn's parents.
What?
Oh my goodness.
That's why
Gwendolyn?
That's why I was sent
She's amazing.
to make sure
She is amazing, isn't she?
she's fine.
She's who you all want to be when you grow up.
Totally.
She's fine. Bit annoying sometimes.
Well,
you allowed to say that?
Is she older or
I
younger
think we
than
need
me?
a special letter of permission to talk like
she's
that
younger
about
than you.
Gwendolyn.
Younger than me. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Well,
Alright.
Anyway,
then-
I was told there were two in the house and more by the river. I'm thinking maybe we should watch and make sure no one can sneak out of the house, but we should get in there and secure the old woman.
Can I
What do you think, Sienna?
use Pathfinder to see about maybe any back entrances to the place or ways that bandits could sneak up on us?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Okay, cool.
how big is the house?
It's not very big. It's a tall mushroom, and you think that it probably they've hollowed out the top of it also. So it's like tall and has a lot of space in the top, and you see a few windows up there.
It's like a
but
townhome,
not-
tall and skinny.
Yeah.
I've got 3 successes, 2 failures.
Okay, fantastic. So, you, as you're circling this this mushroom house, you see, a few almost what looks like cuts in the side of the mushroom leading up to one of these windows. And you think maybe that somebody used some climbing gear to get out in there. And there's clearly some mud, that has been stepped in, leading towards a bend in the river.
Recently.
Yeah.
But there's no back door, it's just these windows.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Maybe I don't know if they either entered the house that way or they escaped. Can I tell which way the tracks are if they're going towards the house or away?
Why don't you make a survival check?
Yeah, I have survivalist.
I can
survivalist
aid.
as well, so I will
Yeah.
aid.
Yeah.
So you get 2 extra die.
Okay, and I've already got 3, so 5. That's pretty good.
Oh, I have 5 if you want to assist me instead.
Oh, we can do that. That's fine.
Because then
Yeah.
I get 7. Will you hand me one more, Alex?
That's great. Yeah.
You point out the tracks, and I get down in there and get my nose. Give him a sniff. Oh, shit. Well, 1 success.
Wow, glad we
You-
sent him.
Are really convinced that these tracks are leaving the house.
Leaving the house. All right.
Yeah. Very convinced.
Down to the river.
Yeah. For
Probably
sure.
trying to get
Look
rid
how
of
the
their
shadow
shit in the
there.
river.
They did mention the river, didn't they? She said something about more at
She
the
did
river.
say there were more at the river, but I really want to check on her. I'm concerned. I think we should clear the house.
That's
I'll
a good
watch
idea.
this
I'm
window.
going to see if I can get a vantage point of the river. I'm going to try to climb up to the top of the mushroom and peer off the edge and see if I can see down to where they are.
Okay, cool.
Towards the river, not to the base of the house. So I totally buy the river thing.
Do you have any things that would be good for? Yeah.
I have survivalist and scout.
I have a rope and tarpaulin. I don't know what a tarpaulin is. I assume a
I'll
grappling hook.
let
My picture shows me vaulting on a branch. I'm clearly
You're good.
climbing a tree.
you use nature.
It's a tarp.
'cause I feel like that's a mousy thing to do.
Okay.
Tarp is short for tarpaulin.
Oh.
Today I learned.
Really? Wow.
And I can't use traits if it's a nature roll, huh?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, cool. I get 3 successes.
Okay, cool.
3 failures.
So as you're looking out towards the river, you definitely see there's a few turtles out there, and you think you might see some things on their backs, but you're not positive.
Turtle riders. These are advanced bandits.
Right. I say I'll watch this window. Finn and Sienna, why don't you go check on the residents?
Sounds
Okay,
good to
cool.
me. Santa, do you approve?
Oh, completely. Yes.
Chain of command. It's very important.
And then I say, Finn, you've done a wonderful job finding this person in need.
Thank you, Captain.
I don't know if I can award house points, but 5 points to Hufflepuff. Okay, great.
Okay.
She's a
Knock on the
Hufflepuff.
door again.
Okay, cool. As you knock, once again, you hear a few people scuttering about, and then again it creaks open, and then, hello again. Have you come with towels?
I have. We're here to
Oh.
resolve the leak. Is it still just as wet?
Yes, it is. Please come in. And she kind of glances behind her. Come. And you walk in, and you see a a table, a chair, and then a staircase winding up to a hatch.
And nobody is on the ground floor.
You don't see anyone.
Okay, I'm just gonna silently go. I'll start going up the stairs.
And you kind of hear as you go up the stairs, her just like talking to herself about leaks and the flood and whatever. And so as you climb these stairs, you and Sienna.
Oh, wait, sorry. Should I just take her out now?
Take her out.
You can tell her that she can go around back and then like find Selena or something. Or Quentin is upstairs, I guess. But yeah. You send her around to Selena.
Yeah, I think I'm going to escort her to Selena.
Okay.
I think you and I should go together.
Okay, you can wait for me, but I just want to get her out of the house if there's dangerous people still in there.
You can go like right outside the door and point her over to me, and then.
Yeah,
So
I'll do that, and then we'll go up.
You see, Selma, you see this old mouse kind of walking over to you, and she goes, "Oh, is that? Well, it can't be." And she kind of pulls out and rubs some spectacles and goes,
Little Sally.
"Hello, dearie."
And I say, "Yeah, it's me, Ma."
And you guys start chatting and all, and back inside the house.
She starts asking about Gwendolyn, and I tell her how she's doing, and then the back and forth as I'm like standing here watching this window. I'm not looking at her; I'm watching the window.
Cool, sounds good. And you do know that your father is still
In the
alive
house somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, so probably in the house. All right, cool. So Finn and Sienna, you're heading up.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Why don't what do you guys, are you just barging in? What are you doing?
Can we sneak in?
I think we should sneak.
You can
Quiet
try.
as a mouse.
Quiet as a mouse. All right.
What does
so
natural
let's
bearings
score.
give me?
Huh? Sorry?
Does natural bearings help me at all?
Natural bearings is essentially you know your location very well.
Oh, okay. So that
It's
won't
more
help
for
with
like
this.
getting lost and the sort.
What is steady paw?
Steady paw. I don't remember, but we'll say it.
It
somewhere.
sounds like a range thing. Like you don't,
I
you
think
have
so.
like
I don't have
good at
steady paw.
shooting.
You don't have a paw.
All
Okay,
right.
no worries.
Steady paw. Okay. I'll find it later for you.
No worries.
let me take- okay, cool. So
fade my paw.
why don't you guys try, I think sneaking about and hiding would be a nature check. So why don't you guys go ahead and roll
Can I
that?
use my mushroom wise to help?
Hell yeah, you can.
Okay.
So you know exactly where in this mushroom to step to not cause any creaks.
Excellent.
Squeaks or
Wait,
Yeah.
I
sudden
have
ventings of gas.
I'm apothecary wise. Don't we use mushrooms in apothecary?
No. Only mushroom wise.
All right.
Does that actually help me at all, or?
Yeah, you get one extra die.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so we just roll nature and she gets an extra die.
Yeah.
Great.
3 success.
Three?
Oh gosh, only one success.
Okay,
And
so
your mushrooms.
Sorry, I got
Finn.
4 snakes.
Finn manages to get, start pushing this hatch open very quietly, very well. And as you kind of, press your ear against it, and you can see his ear kind of rotating a little bit to catch every little bit of noise, you think that they're over near one of the windows, and you push up the hatch a tiny bit and peek over. And over there, you see your friend Tuck from when you were a kid. And you see one other mouse who is dressed in this red outfit with a little black thing covering his ears and his nose and over it. And you see Tuck in this big hat with a feather sticking out of it. It's very disproportionate.
Very cool.
Yeah. And he's wearing all these greens and these bright colors.
Does it have like holes in the hat for his ears to come up through?
Yes, it does. And as you start to push it open, you don't think that they have actually heard you. And right at that point, you hear Sienna kind of slip a little bit, and she manages to catch herself. but her bees kind of just go bzz, 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 like as they are worried about her, and
Yeah.
you see one of their ears kind of swivel over towards you and then look down and be like, and your friend Tuck comes over and goes, "Oh, it's been such a long time, Finn. How are
buddy, what are you
you?"
doing here?
"Oh, nothing much. It's been a bit of chaos here.
I
What's that
noticed.
like?" "Yes, yes. What on earth are you doing here?"
Oh, well, I thought I was investigating a leak. Um,
"A leak? How mysterious."
you wouldn't happen to seen any raindrops, would you?
"Oh, raindrops. No, I don't think that there are any raindrops nearby."
Your friend over here is looking suspiciously moist. What with the bandana across his face, Tuck? Anything you want to tell me?
Well, old friend, you know how things are. It's hard times. It was a hard winter. Snow melt is causing many issues in the area. We simply were wreaking a little havoc. I'm sure we can come to a, peaceful settlement.
I'm sure we can, Tuck, but I'm worried about you.
Oh, why on earth are you worried?
This behavior is self-destructive, and I care about you as a friend.
Wow. This is like the most intense interventionist episode ever.
Well, truly, Finn, I am all right. And he pats you on the back, and as he's doing that, he tries to kind of step on the. I assume, Finn, you've crawled up through the door,
Yeah,
right?
I'm coming. Yeah.
Yeah. So he tries to step on the door as Sienna comes up, and Sienna's just pushing it open and manages to shove him off a little bit, and he stumbles.
What are you doing here, Tuck?
Well, you see, this area is quite rich in food. They have a good amount of honey and plenty of
What are you doing
grain.
in this mushroom, Tuck?
You hear him kind of just get a little bit nervous, and you see this other bandit has a few of these kind of like large barrels that are typically used to like hold honey, and he's kind of like pushing them towards the window slowly as this conversation is going on. What?
Is that yours?
Oh, yes, we were storing it here.
Oh, okay.
Is my dad anywhere in this
Oh,
room?
no.
Nicole froze?
Nicole froze.
Oh, no. That's one all right, buddy.
Oh, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Your
Nicole.
picture's frozen.
Are you back?
I can't hear it. I'm gonna refresh.
No, she's refreshing. Don't worry about
Okay.
it. We burst in the window, we kill the bandits, we save my father, and the beavers come by and say, "Oh, we'll take down the dam ourselves. No worries, we'll just go do this other river over there where no mice live."
Woo! Yay! Great catch of the day, guys. Good
We
job.
beat Mouse Guard while you were gone, Nanny.
Okay. I can hear you now.
All right. Do you want to catch up with?
Sorry,
Still
I
on?
don't know where that happened. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, we're still losing her.
No. Oh my God, the bumblebees, they're in here.
Oh my god, Polly,
bees!
be quiet. It's funny because that happened right after B got on my lap.
Good old Bumblebee.
She keeps freezing.
I'm gonna.
We can
take
use this
us-
opportunity to take a break, right?
Yeah, we'll take a quick break. I'm gonna run the little break music and stuff. We'll be back in just a minute. Thanks for watching Kitchen Today. We'll be back in just a minute.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
All right, cool. We're back. Woo! Sorry about the little technical issues and break, but when we paused, Finn was talking to his old friend Tuck, who seems to be borrowing some things from this house.
Well, his friend said that they were just keeping it here.
Yes, they. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Is Sienna in the room?
Yeah, Sienna
I was
is
able
in.
to push
Okay, so
the
you
trap
heard
door up and get in.
I'm foolish, so I'm gonna believe it.
When I come in and I like look around and I kind of like take in the situation,
Mm-hmm.
I like probably grimace a little bit more. And I'm like,
Okay.
because I feel like I don't know. The mask definitely gives away, covering the ears and the nose.
Yeah. So, as you enter the room, he says, "Well, dear friend, it was lovely to see you, but we shall be on our way. We do not want to disrupt you and your work." And he goes over to his friend and like lifts up this barrel of honey.
Are they trying to put it out the window?
That's what it seemed like they were doing.
Okay, but Selena is right there.
Yeah. He does
Okay,
not
so
see
I'll
him.
just let them, and I'm like, no, we wouldn't want to interrupt your work. We're just looking for someone else who lives here.
Oh yes, of course. You may want to check upstairs. I believe Robin is his name. He was upstairs taking a nap, and there's
Uh-huh.
another small staircase. Um,
I'm gonna move to that staircase and see if they stop me.
yeah. So as you move over, they don't seem to stop you. They start opening up this window, and one of them is tying a rope around something in the barrel, around like what's like a part of the mushroom in the barrel, and starting to kind of lower it down very slowly. And as this is happening, both Quentin and Selenway, you see just a barrel coming out of this window.
Coming out of the mushroom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as soon as it's low enough to the ground, like
Cut the rope.
he gets it on the ground, I'm gonna and so that the slack is back, so it's not taut.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like cut the rope, push it
Fantastic.
over to the side, and be like, "Watch this for a second, Mom."
Okay.
And then I'm gonna step back and ready my axe. That if anyone like comes
Cha-cha.
climbing or jumping down, that they're getting the axe.
Okay, cool. So he didn't see you because he was just lowering the barrel while looking at them.
No, he's
So,
trying to roll some dice.
Quentin, you also saw this. I assume you're just.
Yeah, I look down and I'm like bandits, and then I see the Selena down there, and I'm like, okay, got it
Okay.
handled. I'm actually gonna try to climb back down and go into the house because I don't know that they don't know that they're.
Don't you have a
bandits.
bow?
I have a bow.
You might want to stay on the roof with the bow.
I guess I could try. Sorry, they're lowering it with a rope.
Yeah, they lowered it with a rope.
It's
So
already
now
down.
they might come down out the
Oh, it's
rope,
already
and you
down.
can.
It's already down.
All right, I'm gonna aim the bow at the rope. If they try to
Okay.
climb down and they're I'm just gonna
Get it
cut
in
the
the
rope.
window on the sill, break the rope when they fall.
Sounds good. I like it. I like it. Cool. So as they're starting to back away towards this window, and Tuck just says, Finn, it was a pleasure. We should catch up some time.
Yes, of course. It's trying times out there. So try and stay safe.
Yes, of course. And Sienna, he looks at you and he kind of tips his hat and says, a pleasure. I hope you all have luck in whatever you're trying to do and stay safe. And his companion does start to kind of puts out a foot out the window and is starting to climb down. Do you want to go ahead and start conflict?
Can we wait till both of them are on the rope?
Sure.
Yeah,
I want to
wanna
go
announce my
up the
presence.
stairs if they haven't stopped me.
Okay, sounds good. So you're going up the stairs and gonna go see. As you climb up, you do see there's an old man kind of huddled, an old mouse. This very white fur with kind of a crazy fur on top, like sticking in all directions. Huddled in the corner. And you see up here, it looks to be a bit of a small laboratory. There's a lot of bottles and some contraptions that look like they would be used to make elixirs.
I have
Um,
scientist 3. Could I examine it and see if I figure out what he's making specifically?
yeah, absolutely. Go for it. And he says, hello.
2 success, 1 fail.
Okay. You think a lot of this is just for, the speeding of crops growing
Okay.
and yeah, that's
Agricultural in nature.
yeah.
Cool.
All right, great. Awesome. I don't have anything with me besides in my equipment besides my pot of honey, but I do have my cloak.
Okay.
Does he look cold?
He does. He's kind of huddled in the corner.
Can I give him my cloak?
Absolutely. Yeah. So you put it over him and you say, and he says, thank you. Are they gone?
Almost. I say, we're with the mouse guard. Don't worry.
Oh, good. Well, thank you. All right. So as Tuck kind of finally waves goodbye over the rim of the window as he starts to lower himself down, Quentin, do you want to try to shoot the
rope?
Yeah.
I actually want. I think we can leverage it, but I would like to call down and start the conflict, not shoot the rope, just be ready to shoot it, have the bow drawn and be like, so a few rats are getting out of the cupboard, huh?
And you see one of them look up and say, "Oh dear, all right." And so I think that's going to be the beginning of Sorry, what?
Look down also.
So you're doing. Let's see what type of conflict this is going to be.
This does seem like a fight, sort of.
Yeah, it's
Or
sort
a
of fight.
negotiation.
Yeah, it's sort of a negotiation fight.
I think, yeah.
I don't intend
think
to
we'll-
do much negotiating until after the fighting is done.
I guess I guess in that case, let's call it a fight, and we might just not attack them very
Okay.
much.
Well, remember,
Let's
because
call it
unless
a
our
fight.
goal is explicitly to kill them, they won't die, right?
Right, you need to have a goal.
Right. Okay. Yeah. No, my goal isn't to kill them. Sorry, I forgot that's how that
Yeah.
worked. So I mean,
Yeah.
I want to start it as a fight, but my goal is to get them to leave with all the possessions here and then go away and not come back. That's all I want.
So no,
Okay,
we know.
let me
Remember,
write
we
that
know
down.
that there are other bandits, or we have heard that there are other bandits down by the river. So we don't want them to warn the other bandits.
I guess you're right.
So we probably
okay.
want to capture these guys.
Okay. So yeah. So I
You can
guess the
have
goal.
different goals.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that is true. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just I don't know all this because I was on the roof. I didn't know about anything other than the river bandits, which I don't see. I want these guys
No,
to.
because remember you saw the turtles with maybe some people on them.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I do want to capture them. Then I want to help capture them. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
So your goal
we
is
know-
capture them, and then what was Selenar's goal?
Same.
Okay.
Okay. Capture.
Capture and
Are-
humiliate a little.
Okay. I'm going to say, Sienna, you're upstairs dealing with the situation up there.
Absolutely.
And Finn, are you involving yourself in this?
Yeah, I don't want to hurt anyone. I want Tuck to admit what he's doing. First step
Okay.
is that you have a problem.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So I'm going to go ahead and say that Quentin is leading this attack. So you're going to be the captain.
Cool.
And so you can use either your, I think it's fighter or hunter.
Yeah.
For a fight?
I think Hunter makes sense for now since we're trying to trap him. And I'm
Yeah.
really trying to shoot the rope anyway. And so my action, I tell you my action, right?
No.
Yes, you did.
Oh, I thought
Oh,
the
no.
actions are secret.
They are secret. I
Okay.
thought you said. Yeah.
That's right.
I was
My
confused.
bad.
Sorry. So that is going to be secret. So yeah,
So-
you can use.
If it's a fight, that it means
So-
that it is.
You can use your base health or nature.
Okay.
And I was wrong. It's not fighter or hunter is only for an
Okay. I
animal
see.
fight, so it is
Got
going to be your fighter ability.
Cool. So I'll use nature if it's those options. Yeah. Or nature is it doesn't get other bonuses. Is that right?
So for this situation, it will.
Okay.
Yeah, so only when you're only using nature as your only thing, it doesn't get bonuses. So
Got
you're
it.
going to use nature as your base, and you're going to go ahead and roll a fighter check and add the successes to your nature base.
Great. Cool. Fighter 3.
Do we aid him in this or no?
Yeah, you're going to each give him 1 die.
Oh,
great.
nice. Okay. Cool.
So you've got 6 dice.
Yeah. I have fighter 3, so I got 5, right? Because only 2 of you can aid me
Yeah.
in the conflict.
Got it. Right.
All right. 2 successes.
Okay, great.
But that's plus. You said my nature, right? Which is 6.
So you're at 8.
Yep.
And what's your weapon? Do you get any die
It's a
or
bow,
any
so
bonuses?
I get like if it's specific conditions, I get bonuses.
Okay, sounds good. So you guys are at an 8 for your what's it called?
Disposition?
Disposition. For your disposition. And now you guys are going to go ahead and decide on your 3 attacks.
Got it. All right.
Cool. Jazz hands when you're done.
Yep.
Sounds good. All right, so this is the part where my bow does matter. So if I make an attack versus, like, what is that? Wait, if I make an attack, it's only good if they attack me, which they probably won't. So I'm not going to bother with that. But it gets plus 2 dice if it's a maneuver at long range. So I'll probably do a maneuver.
Yeah, I would say, does breaking the rope count as a maneuver because you're changing the battlefield?
I
Yeah,
think
I
it
think it
does. You're not
Right.
attacking them.
Cool. So we'll start with your maneuver.
Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna be out of range of them.
Oh,
though,
you
if
should
that
start then.
happens. Yeah.
No. You can lean out the window to them.
With my sword?
Oh, did you want to attack?
Well, he can
Well,
cut the
it's-
rope a
it's
lot
a
more easily
fight.
than you can
I
shoot
did
it.
call out to start the fight though. So so I have not shot the rope yet. You could do your thing first.
You could
Totally.
swing down or cut the rope or...
Right.
You can also if you start and you lean out the window to either say something or do something. What are your options in fight? Are they different?
I don't know. Can I just get an attack? Just be like... threaten?
Well, remember, you're not going to kill him, so...
Yeah.
Maybe that's faint.
Could
That
you
is what
grab the
faint is.
barrel? Could you grab the honey?
The
Barrel's on the
barrel's
ground.
already on
Oh,
the
it's on the
ground.
ground. That's right. It's
And
not in the area.
Selena cut the rope, so the mom, the old mouse, is watching.
You could feint to put him off balance on the rope before
Right.
Quentin
Oh, okay.
maneuvers by hitting the rope.
Like they look down, they see the barrel, they look back up, and they see me on it like that
Yeah.
with the sword.
And then I
you're
will
like, "Let's
attack them
admit it!"
as they fall. Just to, like,
Okay.
to disarm them or incapacitate them or whatever. Like,
Sounds good.
And then what are you gonna do, Selena?
that's what I said. I will attack once they hit the ground.
So it'll be a feint, a maneuver, and then an attack.
Yes.
Cool.
Sounds good. So V going the other way.
All right, ready for jazz hands?
Yep. Go. I don't know if she saw us.
She didn't.
I really like the jazz hands.
I think it's great. I'm glad we did it.
Okay, cool. So, action 1 for Tuck's first action, he is going to be defending.
Okay. And sorry, not
Finn
me.
is our first action.
So for my first action, I'm gonna like lean out the window and like hold my sword at them, kind of intimidatingly, to try and like scare them a little
Feint.
bit.
Awesome. Cool. Let's see. So
That's an individual roll, right?
a defend versus a feint, nothing happens.
No. Feint
This is-
versus
it's
defend is
an eye.
individual.
Oh,
Yeah.
feint versus.
Nine.
Sorry, I was looking
The
at the wrong
defend
thing. Yeah,
does nothing, but the feint does an individual roll.
correct. Yeah. So
Okay.
you guys, you go ahead and make a roll.
What do I roll again? Sorry.
You are going to be rolling your fighter.
Plus health.
It's your fighter ability plus
Okay.
whatever weapon bonuses you have.
Okay, I have a +1 for my sword.
So 5.
That's 5 dice. God dang it, I don't have enough space here. That's 1 success so far.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
now the ground is a success.
Oh, cool. I will take it.
Cool. It's 2.
So 2 success.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Next action. For Tuck's second action, he's going to feint.
He's going to faint. Okay. And I was going to shoot the rope and drop him down, or try to drop him down onto Seleno.
Awesome.
And I believe that even
Maneuver.
though it is a maneuver, I can use fighter. Is that right? Or do I have to use manipulator?
I think
Manipulator was for when we were doing a different kind of.
Oh, that was a
combat.
different kind of combat.
for this year, you're actually
Right.
going to be using nature.
Oh, nature. Okay, cool.
But I believe that a maneuver versus a feint is an individual. So we each roll individually.
Okay, and then on my bow, it says long range. I get +2 dice to maneuver. So does that count? It
Yeah.
says long range. I don't know what that means.
Absolutely, that counts.
Cool. Awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Nice, good job. He got 3 successes.
Nice. So do I also take something because those were individuals, not versus?
Yeah, essentially he's trying to hit you too. So
Okay, and that goes to my disposition, correct?
yes, I'm keeping track of it, so you don't have to worry too much.
Awesome.
What are you at? Or what did you get? Sorry,
I got 5 successes.
5 successes. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Sounds good. And last one, Tuck is gonna faint, and so as this rope is severed by your arrow and he falls to the ground, he sees Selenway and he's gonna try to dodge around behind him and get him in the back before he gets attacked.
Cool. I
right.
am attacking.
All right, cool.
As
So
he
a
falls.
feint versus an attack is 2 individual rolls.
All right. So this is my fighter,
This is your fighter, yeah.
not plus my nature or plus nothing or.
Plus nothing.
It seems so low. All right.
Sometimes you only get like 2 or 1, so.
Yeah, it's confusing.
You have a bonus from your axe, don't you?
After a
get
successful
a bonus.
attack, I get.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one's on the ground, and let's really hope it's a success. It is a success, so I get that, and then +2 success after a successful attack, so 3 successes total.
Fantastic. So as you manage to catch him in the legs with this axe, he falls over and he is reduced to 0. You guys were also brought down quite a bit. So that means it's going to be a partial compromise. You guys were brought below half of your, I keep forgetting what it's called.
Disposition.
Disposition, which means that it's going to be only essentially a little bit of what your goals. So as he falls to the ground, he says, okay, enough. Let us talk. We can work something out. How about I give you back this honey? I understand that even if we were storing it here, perhaps we should have given payment for our storage. It is only fair.
Treat others with respect, and others will treat you with respect, Tuck. I call from the window.
Yes, Finn, I know you have a point very well. And he kind of tips his hat to you and starts to slowly back away. May I go now?
No?
Right.
No.
So what would you guys like
Sure.
to do? All right, thank you, Finn. And he tips his hat.
Hey, I
He's
really
very
like the
smart.
hat.
Right? Isn't
They
it
had it really for me.
lovely? Sorry, I didn't hear you. What?
Say hi to Julie for me.
No. Are you guys gonna just let him go, or are you gonna try to talk to him and tell him he can't leave or anything?
I'm letting go. He admitted that he did something wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let him go.
Okay.
Capturing.
What would you like to say?
Yeah, the goal is to capture him.
Yeah.
So-
Well, you guys got partial, so you can. Let's see. Let me think.
I mean, he
So-
wasn't captured at the end of the conflict, but that doesn't mean
Correct. Yeah. Sorry. So I think that it's kind of like his partner. You see his partner kind of backing away, and he is leaving, but Tuck does stay where he is and is still talking to you guys. He's not captured, but he is not leaving.
Okay, so the other guy is
And
leaving.
and Finn's
Yes.
goal is to get Tuck to admit what he's doing, which also didn't quite happen.
Yeah. So the way that this partial compromise is, the way that this works is that if your disposition is where it started when the fight is over, when the other opponent is at 0, you guys get everything you wanted. If you are above half of your disposition when the fight started, from when the fight started at the end of it, then you get almost everything you wanted, maybe like some slight difference. But since you guys were below half your disposition at the end of this fight, that means you kind of get a partial success.
We didn't quite get
You know
the
what?
better of him, you know. We didn't beat him up, and we're not
Yeah.
really the police. We're
Yeah.
just the mouse guard.
He did some self-reflecting. He admitted he should have paid for him. That it wasn't quite fair what he did, and I think that's a good first step.
Yeah.
Sorry, going back to the comment real quick. The last thing he did was a feint.
The last thing he did was a feint.
Feint does nothing against an attack,
It doesn't?
and an attack does an
Feint
individual
versus-
against a feint.
Wait,
I'm
what's a
sorry,
feint
that's
for,
totally
then?
my fault.
Yep. So feint does nothing against an attack, right there on the card.
My bad. So then you guys would be a lot higher.
Haha.
So
Wait.
you guys would be at like 5, which is above half.
There we go.
So in that case, let's say that as Tuck falls to the ground, you do manage to kind of grab him, and you put like a rope around his hands and stuff, and his other compatriot is still standing there. You can tie him up too if you want.
I say, Quentin, if you'd like to come down here and help me with this other brigand.
Yep, absolutely. I'll come down and assist however I can.
Okay. So the only thing is that you guys will have a condition. You are going to have the tired condition.
Okay.
And that means that you, to your disposition in the next conflict or any conflict, you will have a -1 to your disposition.
Okay.
Tired.
Cool. A little bit
Cool.
tired out, huh?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there's condition cards.
Nice.
Cool. All right. So are you guys going to bring them anywhere or just leave them?
Now that they're tied up, I'm gonna call for like Sienna and Finn to come down.
So, does he need to be carried, the old man?
No, he's okay to walk. He wasn't injured. He was just very scared.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to. Yeah, I don't know. I want to assist him in walking down and make sure that he's reunited with, I don't know the woman's name, the old woman.
Oh, Annabelle.
So, and what's his name?
Robin.
Robert and Annabelle. Okay, I'll tell him my name too. I'll say I'm Sienna.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
And then I want to leave. Am I allowed to give instructions to Nate and Polly?
Sure.
Can I
They
just
may
have? I just want to
listen.
have Nate and Polly stay kind of buzzing around Annabelle and Robin.
Yeah, of course, no problem. So they'll
So that if
they'll stay
stuff-
with them.
Yeah, like kind of like alarm. Like if something happens, they can buzz over to me.
Yeah, no problem.
Cool. That's kind of my goal right now. We could probably tip the big barrel on its side and roll it back to the center of town if we wanted to.
Well, no, the barrel
Yeah.
belongs to Annabelle and Robin, right?
I don't know if
it
they
does.
want to bring it or something as a resource
Oh, because
Yeah.
everyone's packing up to leave. Yeah.
for where they make camp. But yeah, I don't know. Like I'm more concerned with that immediateness than the bandits. But
I think that we do need to worry about bandits. They're
What if
profiteering off of the chaos, but we need to
what if
worry about this main problem,
what
certainly.
if we could leverage the bandits against the beavers?
I wonder if the bandits are working with the beavers.
Can we wait? Okay, so
This is
sorry.
just
So
Jake wondering. I
Tuck-
called for Sienna to come
Tuck,
down.
The weasel.
and
Wait.
Tuck and
This other bandit.
yeah, there's the other bandits backing away, but Tuck is still there, right?
No, we tied them both.
Oh, they're both
Quentin was
still
coming down to tie up the other one.
Okay, great. When they're both tied up, I would say I can try to walk the barrel maybe and the old people back to town and load them up on a wagon to get them to safety, but you should interrogate them and see if there's a connection
You think so?
between the beavers and the bandits. Yeah.
Interrogate is such a negative
A
word.
strong word.
Why don't we just see what information we can both share, both parties, equal exchange.
Finn, why don't you see what Todd here is willing to share with you?
Tuck. His name is Tuck.
That's what I said.
Okay.
The grouchiest creature.
Okay.
Jake, the grouchiest creature in the 100-Acre Wood.
Yep, that's me. Oh, sorry. You were. Let me. I gotta be my character. Right.
You ass.
All right, I'll go talk to Tuck.
Okay, cool. So Tuck's just kind of sitting there fiddling with his the rope around his hands. Hello, friend.
Is he sitting?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take a knee next to him. I'm gonna put my arm on my knee and be like, "Hey, man."
Hello. This was not my day, some might say.
No, probably not.
No. Unfortunate.
What were you planning on doing with this honey?
Selling it. We were gonna
Right.
go downstream and head to Ironwood and sell it.
Big honey demand in Ireland.
Yeah, yes.
They love their toast.
They have trouble raising bees for some reason.
Oh,
I don't know if they're just a bit daft.
Sorry, in Ireland?
Ironwood.
Ironwood.
Oh.
So those people down by the river on the turtles, they're yours?
Yes, that's how we were going to transport the honey.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I do not wish for them to come to harm.
No, and I'm sure they won't. To know that these are bad things that you and your mice are doing, Tuck, and
Yes.
the other mice guard, as you may have noticed, aren't as lenient with, I don't want to say illegal behavior, as I might be.
Bending the rules.
Breaking.
How about,
You're breaking them.
how about I'm sure we can compromise here. I would like to go free. And I am sure that if you allowed me and my party to leave, I assume you are all heading up towards the beavers upriver. They were quite troublesome when we were passing them.
Yes, we are. We're hoping to resolve this damn situation before anyone gets hurt.
Damn
Well-
situation.
This damn situation. Finn would never curse. Thank you.
It's quite
Freaking grandpa.
a ways, and you may have some trouble in deconstructing this dam without means to be on the water. Perhaps you could take one of our turtles.
That seems reasonable. Quentin, how do you feel about this?
Turtles are a great means of transportation. They could fit the entire patrol.
I agree. Besides, we got the honey back, and
Yes,
Onawa's parents were free, so I feel no harm done.
honey is a concern, but they can hire a different patrol for that one. We need to solve the dam. That's going to devastate the entire village. If the village gets flooded, they might as well steal the honey. It might as well go to some use.
So, do we have ourselves a deal?
We have ourselves a damn deal.
Very well. I shall patiently wait here, and he kind of waves his tied up paws in the air, until you see fit to bring me to my group, and I shall release a turtle to you.
Okay. I'll wait for
Okay.
Sienna and Salamai to finish up.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to do in the town?
As long as I finish walking the old people there, when I get to the center of town, I kind of want to just check on the status of like how things are going in town.
Okay. So you see things are definitely much more organized than when you got here.
Good.
There's people loading things into caravans still, but most of the piles and the livestock that you had seen in the center of town are already gone. You assume that they
Great.
took them up to the yeah.
Great. Okay, cool. Yeah, just anybody that's left, I'll just remind them, like, make sure you get up to the hill. We're going to be trying to construct some kind of temporary shelters. If I know Quentin told them to make those tarps. If I can check in with them if they're still there and say, like, make some extras that people can use as, like, makeshift tents.
Yeah, absolutely. No problem.
Yeah.
They're still around.
Cool. So I'll do that. And then I'll just, I'll head back to the group.
Yeah, cool.
Okay,
So
cool.
seems like if everything is squared away here, I'm gonna like make sure that my parents are all good inside the house, that everything's
You lied
fine.
to us!
And then I'm gonna get us all ready to head down with our captives down to the turtles, so we can start phase 2 of this operation.
Okay, fantastic.
Hell yes.
Phase 2,
So-
aquatic mice.
You gotta swim now. So as you guys walk towards the riverbed, you're trudging through this mud, and your friend Tuck this entire time is kind of just chattering on, and he's like, "Oh, Finn, I love your cloak color. It is delightful.
Thank you.
How
It's corn
lovely."
yellow.
Oh wow!
It was white when I bought it.
Oh,
I don't
ooh.
have a cloak right now because I gave it to the old man.
Oh yeah, that's okay. And so he's just shattering on, and then as you guys round this bend, you see 2 turtles, and on the backs of these turtles, you see how like these huts that are strapped down using some harnesses, and a few like platforms that have goods on them, some boxes and crates.
It's quite the operation.
Yeah.
How many do we have any sense of how many other bandits there are?
You see about 3. There's 2 on one turtle and 1 on another.
Okay.
Does it look like all 4 of us will fit on one turtle easily?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're pretty big compared to you.
Tech, this is quite an operation you have here. If it was legitimate, I'd be very proud of you.
Why, thank you. I think we've done quite well for ourselves these days. Well, why don't we go up to them? And so he starts walking up, and he kind of waves both his hands tied in there and goes, "Hello. We ran into some trouble. So yeah, exactly. I have made a deal with our friends here. They are going to take one of the turtles. I think we'll give them Elias." And he kind of gestures towards the turtle that has a few less things on its back. And he says, "Let us grab our goods off of it, and then they can take it." And so the bandits start doing that kind of all
Oh,
like,
wait. Can't we be like, I thought you said those goods were for the townspeople?
I don't remember saying these goods were for the townspeople.
No, just the ones on Elias.
No, I'm not so sure. Why don't you make a persuasion check?
All right.
No.
This guy is great.
I'd
He's
remember
such a rogue. Okay, 3 doodads. One success, but it is the cool axe, and 2 failures.
So you see him kind of like look at you and chuckle to himself. I don't believe that shall be happening, but I appreciate your trying. And he kind of just gestures towards his people, and they keep moving things.
You know, Tuck, I hate to encourage these practices, but I know you, and I know your crew, and I know you're going to continue to carry on until one day I break through to you, and I God willing, I will keep trying.
I'm sure you will, Finn.
In the meantime, to replace the money that I'm sure you'll want to make back by losing the honey, if you go up to the mayor's, what was he at the house or like a town hall or whatever?
He was at like a very
mansion.
nice, yeah.
If you go up to the mayor's place, you'll probably find some tapestries and some nice plates that we may have left in the mud, and I'm sure he didn't want back.
Ooh,
Could
why,
give them a
thank
nice wash.
you. Why, thank you, my friend. I will take you up on that. Boys, we have a new goal. I believe we have some tapestries to borrow. We will see you later. And he kind of hops on one of the turtles, and you see one of the other mice cuts his bonds, and he waves to you and says,
Stay dry, friends.
Thank you. Good luck with your beavers." And so they start taking off down river.
So we don't know if
Nice
they.
bunch of fellows.
So we never figured out if they were in league with the beavers.
He
They said they
said,
were difficulty.
"Yeah."
All right.
Wow.
I guess I meant like
They're so generous with this turtle.
I guess, but they have all that stolen stuff on the other one. But you're right. It was better to avoid a larger conflict.
I agree. And
My
we have another
character.
mission, as Quentin so eloquently said.
Hopefully we can get there faster now that we've got this turtle. Let's ride to the beavers in style.
Yes, very good. This was fruitful.
So as you guys approach this turtle, you see it kind of side eyeing you with this giant yellow eye and this kind of almost like beaked mouth.
Yeah.
And why don't one of you make a survival check to see if you can handle?
What are you?
I have 5.
Oh, I'm 4 and I'm underlined.
Oh, what does underline mean?
Oh, that
I
means
don't
you get
know.
+1.
And I'm 5.
Sorry, what does the underline mean?
The underlined means you get +1 for that trait.
Oh,
Oh, really? Wait. So I've been doing Pathfinder as 5, but I should have been doing it as 6?
nice.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a lot.
Oh, damn.
All
Okay.
your traits are ridiculously high. I have 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, and 1, 4.
I
Well,
all
If
of mine are mostly.
you've got a 4 underlined, then that's a 5. So you should do it.
It is
I
a
will
5.
assist you.
Okay.
Most of mine are 2s, Alex.
Anyone else gonna assist?
I'll
Finn?
assist.
Woo! So that's 7 then.
All the assists.
Yeah.
All right.
Guys, I'm survivaling. I'm probably gonna get all fails. God,
Surviving.
I did all this work to make sure they wouldn't fall. That's 3 and something fell.
One went like behind the couch.
Dude, I have no idea where that went. Oh, it went in the bucket.
Why do you have a bucket just hanging out?
It's the storage for the wires.
Oh.
Hey, it's a
I
success.
was thinking that too. I was like, I don't know if there's a bucket in my living room.
I got 4.
4
So
successes?
4 successes?
Cool. So as you approach this turtle, you kind of see some grass nearby and grab it and pluck it out, and you're carrying this tall piece of grass, kind of wavering it around, and you approach him and you kind of gently offer it towards him, and you think he's gonna snap at you, and he kind of like, huh, but he grabs the grass and he's kind of like, and he's focused on that. You think you can probably climb aboard without any problems.
I think he's good.
All right.
Come to an agreement.
Seems you have a new friend.
Upon the turtle.
Friendship is magic.
Friendship is so magic, and I have so many friends.
Oh my gosh,
This is a great character for you, Alex. I love it.
that's so cute.
Okay, cool. So on to the turtle, and then off to meet these beavers on our super intimidating mount.
So, as you guys are going, you do see those clouds you saw coming closer, and it starts to sprinkle. And it is very light rain, but you are mice, and any rain is scary.
Is it
Weather Watcher. This is the thing.
is
we
it
can do,
time
right?
for Weather Watch?
Yep.
This is the time.
All right, I have Weather Watcher 3.
That's better than mine.
Brandon
I can
and I
assist,
can
though.
assist.
I have
Yep.
2. I can also assist.
All right, cool. So I'll take
So all of
3.
us could assist, so you have the benefit of 2
Is it-
assists.
Yeah, I would say 2 assists. So here, can you give me 2, Alex? There we go. All right, so I'm rolling 5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be angry man shouts at cloud. Old man shouts at cloud.
Cut that out.
3 successes.
Perfect. Okay. So, as you look up, you kind of you're pretty sure that it won't last long. It will be short. It may raise the water level of the dam, but not enough to do any harm.
All right.
Cool. So as you guys keep going on your turtle, he's kind of lumbering along with Finn at the head of it, steering it. You are getting closer to a bend in the river, and you can see once you get there that up ahead is a area that has been blocked off by sticks and mud packed into places. It's clearly a beaver's dam, and behind it you can actually see like a stream coming down from these mountains, and this like pond that has formed.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So we
This
went
looks elaborate.
upriver to get here?
You did, yeah.
And the idea is that if the dam just like broke suddenly, that we'd be worried about flooding.
Correct.
So we need it to be dismantled slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know how we're going to do this one. We're not going to be able to just light it on fire. It's in the water.
Yeah, not quite.
A
Excellent
plus
point,
science skills.
I have science.
So, do you guys think there's any particular way to dismantle this? You don't see any beavers right now.
I
But
feel
you
we should,
haven't really
we
looked
should
around.
speak to the beavers.
I agree. We should absolutely speak to the beavers.
They're
I don't want to
obstinate
destroy their
folk, but-
property.
Let's think about.
Oh, it is on my right.
Let's have a group think about what we could offer the beavers that might elicit their support.
Perhaps if we could convince them to move this downriver past the settlements, we could maybe make a trade for some kind of like securement of protection by the Mouse Guard. Does anyone think we could have that pull?
I look at Selena and I'm like, I feel like they won't feel like they need our protection.
I'm not sure what beavers would want from mice.
Honey?
We're very nutritious.
We do have some honey, other sorts of things, but protection, I'm not sure. There's much we could
What
offer.
are beavers afraid of? Is there like a in-world check we can do to figure out what beavers are afraid of?
What's their relationship with the weasels?
You think you can do circles to know like anything about beavers or generally about them?
Sure. Circles is typically like to call upon help in a town.
Oh, okay.
It's how well
So
connected you are.
why don't you go ahead and
We don't know beavers. This town must know beavers. They live near beavers.
you could ask.
Ask around the town. Sure. Where's my circles?
Can I assist or no?
Yeah, sure.
Retroactively having asked about town.
Sure. It's
Wait,
fine.
are you doing it? Wait, shouldn't...
I go around pointing at
No.
people. You! Tell me about beavers. You! Beavers! Do you know anything about
Selena
beavers?
do it?
He's
was-
already doing it. All
I'm
right.
Okay.
only doing it.
There's one crazy mouse that's like, my father's a beaver.
Are you assisting Sienna? My father's a beaver.
Yes, I'll assist.
Okay, cool. So I get 3. Cool. 2 successes.
I heard that beavers can actually breathe underwater. Oh no, that's not true. They build dams. And they live in them certain times of the year.
They
From
live
my
in the dams?
understanding- What?
They live in the dams?
In like areas near the dams, they build like little alcoves and they hide in them and live in them. They eat trees. Who knew?
Strange
I'm
beasts. Maybe some mouse purpose could be derived from these things, but still. If they live there, we should indeed not destroy the dams. That would be a bad move.
What are
At least
beavers
not without
afraid of?
talking to them first.
Underneath, and you hear the guy when you're asking what they're afraid of. You hear this guy who thinks that they can breathe underwater. I heard that beavers are terrified of crows. It's well known fact, and you see this younger mouse behind him just going.
Incredibly useful information. Thank you, sir.
I'll go with the young mouse's knowledge. You don't know anything they're afraid of, do you?
Well, I'm sure that they're scared of larger creatures, but they've never really bugged us before. They've been more of a curiosity. They eat trees, it's odd. But I'm sure if you could find something that competed with them for food, like ate a lot of plant life or broke down trees, that might
Other
work.
trees.
Do
Yes.
we think that
I
there
have an
could
idea.
be... Oh, what's your idea, Quinn?
Thank you. Thank you. You're very helpful. I go back.
Of course, of course. Remember, they breathe underwater.
Yeah, of course.
I like this old dude. He's
Horrifying.
funny.
Finn, Sienna, they apparently eat trees, and we might be able to push them out of the area so that they don't need their dams, and then we could probably just, wash them away or something, destroy them more easily. I've heard of these kinds of ants that eat trees. Maybe we could find those and bring them over here. It should be easy. Only take a few months.
Ants. I love ants.
We just have to bring them here, propagate them in the new environment, make sure that they start spreading, and build them an entire colony up here. This will be easy. This is for sure the solution. You guys are with me, right?
We don't
I
have
spent
months, Quentin.
much time with ants. I agree. This is an excellent plan.
We don't have months. We have hours.
Gwendolyn said this is very urgent. I think that we need to move a bit more
We
quickly.
have hours.
Perhaps
days
we
at
could
most.
appeal to them desiring trees, and maybe tell them of a location that has better trees.
Yeah, Sienna, you're a beekeeper. It's basically the same, right?
Yes.
Bee,
Yes, it's totally
beaver,
the same.
Same thing.
Can I use? I don't know what this would be, but I want to. Sorry, forgive me. Think it back in my memories and see if I can remember a place that is downriver from this settlement that is more densely forested.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and make a will check
A will check. Okay.
to see if you can remember. We're going to go with will because I don't know what else
Fine.
it would be.
Oh,
I-
my brain.
3 success, 1 failure.
You believe.
Oh, wait. I
that-
was supposed to roll 5, huh?
Yeah.
Another success. So 4 success, 1 failure.
You're very good at
believe
thinking, Santa.
Thank you.
that Pebblebrook, which is on the border between Dark Heather, which is the weasel territory, and the mouse territories, would be the perfect place. It's downriver, not too far, and it has these gorgeous spruce trees and all these. It's well forested, right along the
Great.
riverbanks.
All right, well, maybe we can suggest that to them and then negotiate some agreeable trade arrangements.
Perhaps we don't have to use Quentin's ant theory to that degree, but we could inform them that there is an ant infestation nearby that could be a threat.
Is that true?
No, I don't think so. But we could tell them that.
Oh,
Then
but,
I think it's called a lie.
but I know when I heard about those ants, I know about things about them. They have this strange stuff that they spit out that dissolves the wood. Maybe we could make some of it and make it look like they were there. This is a good idea, Finn. Excellent work.
It's possible that we could use the supplies from Robin's laboratory to make something like that.
Oh, we could bring some in a vial, and we could pour some on the dam and say, look, they've already begun. If it's something that erodes wood.
Yeah, I'm sure I could figure that out. I don't know exactly what would do that, but
Fire.
Why don't you
could I roll?
go ahead? Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and make a nature check,
Okay,
or if you have something that you think is more applicable.
I have
There's
science.
science and apothecary too.
Yeah. Why don't you do science, and anyone else with science can help you,
Yeah, sure.
or apothecary for Sienna would work.
Yeah, I can do. I'm apothecary wise. What does that mean?
That means you get an extra die.
Oh yeah, you can get an extra die doing it.
I have
Also,
Miller.
remember that.
Can I just grind ingredients?
Yeah, this Sienna.
Also, remember that you guys have your your fate and persona points. So if you're using
right.
a wise, you can spend them on
Sienna, why don't
those.
you do the roll? Sienna, do you know of anything like this? I mean, I'm sure that you know some wood eroding substance.
Yeah, I'll roll.
They're always
So
making nests. in water.
apothecary gives me an extra, and then what's my base for it?
Apothecary?
Yeah, I think it's science roll is what I was going to do at least.
Okay, I can do science. Scientist is 3,
And I'll assist, obviously.
That's
and
fine.
then apothecary I get an extra, so that's 4, and then I get an assist from Quentin, so that's 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Correct.
Is anyone else assisting?
I don't think we can.
Okay.
We're the only scientist.
2 success. And
Okay.
then what do my point things do? I can re-roll 1 die.
So yeah, I believe a fate point spent on like a wise roll, you can reroll 1 die. A persona, you would
Re-roll
you
all.
get an automatic success,
Oh, okay.
and then I think for a persona point, you reroll all your dice.
Yeah.
I'll re-roll 1.
Use a fate.
Okay.
A success. So now I have
Okay.
3 success, 2 failures. So that was worth it.
Nice. It was
Okay.
fated for you to know.
It was fated to be.
So you do know some particularly acidic ingredients around here, but you think that if you were able to enhance their properties, it might be able to do the job. You don't think they can do it just on their own.
Naturally, yeah.
So
Okay.
you know that there are some things you can gather in the area, some plants and some.
Okay. Can I explain it to Quentin and then have Quentin use instructor's skill to explain it to the rest of them?
Sure.
Like what it looks like and it's like how to find it and where it's likely to
I
grow
think
and stuff.
Quentin would be familiar with these.
Yeah, so I'm saying if I tell him what it is, then he can use instructor to describe it really well to Selena and Finn.
Sure.
So that
sure.
if we all go foraging, basically.
Sounds good.
I'd also like to take a little jar, and if I find some, maybe take some ants.
Yeah,
Cool.
absolutely. I'm talking about termites, by the way. Those are the ants I mean.
Yeah. I don't
That's okay,
think
we're
ants
good
would
with
fit in a jar that we're holding, would it?
I don't think it
Ants
would.
are big for us.
Oh,
right?
yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot,
ants are big for
forgot
us.
about that.
We're
I think
both
ants are
small.
scary.
Like a barrel.
Are the bumblebees like cat sized or like dog sized or what?
Cat
They're
how
like
big are-
dog sized.
Dog sized. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
damn.
They're pretty big.
I think an
They're
ant would be
kinda
like
big.
cat-sized for us, probably.
Yeah, an ant would probably be cat sized. So you could
Probably
pick up an
catch
ant.
one.
Yeah.
One.
Maybe get some termites. Yeah. There's some
So
ants in-
why don't Quentin, you go ahead and make an instruction roll to see if you can describe the ingredients you're looking for to like Sellenway and Finn.
Yeah. That's 4. Oh, and you said if it's underlined, I get a bonus. Is
Yeah.
that here? Okay, cool. Only 1 success.
I can assist you.
You can assist with the instructing. Oh yeah,
Yes,
because you
I
knew
have
the stuff.
to.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Let me roll 1 more. Oh yeah, 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. So
Sorry, I meant to say it. I was trying to find my hair clips.
No worries.
Sellenway and Finn, you guys think you have some idea of what you're looking for? A few herbs, some this really large fruit that may work. A few things. And so why don't let's see. How do we want to do this? 2 of you or 3 of you can go ahead and make rolls to like survivalist rolls to see if you can find these ingredients.
Okay.
Okay.
We all make the roll. We're not assisting each
Oh,
other.
sorry, assist. I meant yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
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 I've got 5, so then I get 2 assists. So that's 7.
Or actually, how about this? How about we break up into 2 groups, Selnway and Finn, or Finn and whoever. You guys go search for ants to try to because you want.
Oh,
the
that
ants,
makes
right,
sense.
to-
Finn
Like
and
a
I have the
story
most
about it?
survivalists.
We have
so
the most, so we
split.
should split, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll go with
Okay.
Quentin, and Finn will go with Sienna.
Perfect.
Okay.
Also, we'll try to find
So we
the.
get 6.
We'll try to find the fungus that corrodes any bark that it seems to attach to.
That is
Yes.
2 successes for our party.
Okay.
Just need 2. And... Ooh, 2 for our party as well.
Okay. Cool. So, Finn, you are definitely able to find a few of these ants. They're really big and red, which is odd. You haven't seen any really big and red ants before.
Interesting. They're very unique. I appreciate that.
Yeah, they are. And you managed to get one into a like little cage you carry without a problem. And so you have this. You don't really know why it's different, but it is.
And that's okay.
And that's okay.
I'll
And
be carrying it.
Quentin and Sienna, or whoever the other group was, sorry.
Quentin and me.
Quentin. Okay.
Yeah, I was with him.
Cool. You guys search around. You find some of the plants you're looking for. One of them seems to be a slightly different species. Quentin, you're not really sure, but you think it'll work.
It's not a mushroom. It's a mold, but it looks like it's doing the same thing. It's probably the local variety. Whatever.
Yeah. All right. So, are you going to try to make a like a concoction, an elixir? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I want to make a more strong version of that so that I can then apply it to a bunch of trees, like near their dams. I mean, a single tree is huge for us, so like,
yeah,
I probably wouldn't need too much.
Like a few branches, yeah.
Yeah.
So why don't you go ahead and make a science roll?
Cool, and I do need to make sufficiently enough for.
Can I assist?
Yeah, can I wait till Sienna's back because it is she's apothecary wise, she's very important.
And I have scientist 3.
Oh, is it mushrooms? Because I'm mushroom wise.
Are you actually mushroom wise?
Yeah.
I did say that it was a fungus.
You did say it was mushrooms, so I'll give it to you.
Cool.
All right.
So, I mean, technically, Sienna, you'd roll for the apothecary wise, I think, right? Doesn't that give you a bonus?
Oh yeah, no, it does. So I do.
She's the hands of the experimentation.
Oh, it's scientist is 3, and then apothecary is 1 more, and then mushroom for 5.
Yep, sounds right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and my assistant, so 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. 3 success, 3 fail.
Okay. So you definitely have made this elixir, and you managed to put it in a glass bottle, which you carry with you because you're a glazier or whatever.
Yeah.
And as you hold it, it feels pretty warm to the touch, like almost hot. This bottle is becoming hot, and you're a little bit nervous that this may be more volatile than you intended.
Oh, this looks great, Sienna. You're perfect. I cannot believe I ever made the scent powder without you. Seriously.
I'll just say, yeah, it's pretty powerful stuff. I think this batch in particular is really potent. So let's be really careful with how we sprinkle it.
Absolutely.
We can put a little bit on their dam just to make them afraid, like that the wood-eating ants might come there, and then some on the tree around.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I think maybe
fantastic.
Around and then just a tiny bit on the edge of their dam, and then we can bring them the specimen to show them that there's an infestation. This is going to go great. There's no way it could go wrong.
Guys, I caught an ant. His name is Onio.
Onio?
Onio.
Ant Onio.
Onio. I like it.
So as you guys make your way to this dam, you're gonna put some of this liquid on the dam. You said
On the
Sneakily.
dam or on the? Yeah, I guess the dam would probably.
Mostly the tree around it, though. Yeah,
Most of it on the tree and a little bit on the dam, and sneaky style.
And I can go apply it if you want. I'm very sneaky.
okay.
I think we should set up a perimeter and like scout the area when we get there.
Scout.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to go looking for where these beavers went because I can talk to them.
That's a good point. Where are they?
I looked up how lore mouse works,
Oh, I have
yeah.
one mouse too.
Mm-hmm.
and because I have 6 lore mouse, I can talk to beasts of fur, beasts of feather, beasts of scale, and beasts of water.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Cool. So you are gonna go look for them.
Selena, could you thank the turtle for me?
This is like talking with whales, but better.
Yeah.
How many successes is that, Jake? I see 3 fails right there.
It was a major fail. I threw the dice on the floor. Ugh.
All right. So Quentin, you're going to put the brew.
Well, we were looking around
Right,
for
scouting.
the beavers in
Are you
case.
all going together?
Well, we're waiting for that because we don't want to alert them while I go sneakily do the thing. That's
Yeah,
why.
I want to be like scouting the perimeter.
Same.
Awesome.
And it sounds like Selenol. I thought was going to be like tracking the beavers.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to do.
So I thought that's what you were doing. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
I'm tracking.
Cool. So why don't you go ahead and make a survival check to see if you can figure out where their tracks are or anything like that.
All right, survivalist 5. That is 2 successes.
Okay. So you see a few tracks here and there, and you also see one area that has some mud built up around it, and you think that that might be a good place to start.
All right.
So as you wander over to it, are you going to go try to talk to them, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, as you wander over to it, you definitely see distinct like beaver tracks in this area and lots of like bits of wood scattered here and there and some stuff. As you poke your head in to this like, it looks like a little den area, like a tunnel that goes down to a den. You see kind of piles of greenery and some algae that's been brought up. And in the corner, you do see a furry creature kind of with a flat tail curled around its nose. And it looks like it's sleeping.
Okay, so there's one beaver sleeping.
Yeah.
Okay, no other beavers around?
You don't see any others.
All right. I'm going to just speak out in beaver.
Wait.
What?
I thought the whole point was that you were finding out where they were so we could sprinkle the stuff.
I thought you guys were sprinkling the stuff. I thought we're good.
Oh, we were waiting for you to get
Oh.
back and report to us is what we said.
Were you gonna go distract them? Is that what we were gonna do?
Oh,
I'm
no. I thought you
sorry.
guys were already starting. If you're waiting for me to come back, I will come back and report.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
sorry. I just wanted to be clear about
Sorry, I
that
misunderstood.
miscommunication.
That's what I thought was
I thought
happening.
these were happening simultaneously.
Yeah, we said we want to make sure they're not like right where we are and going to sneak up on us while we're setting
Gotcha.
up this fake ant
Ooh,
invasion.
actually, what we should do, Sienna, is that you should send one of your bees with me. And I send them back 1 buzz for clear, 2 buzzes for unclear.
1 if by river, 2 if by
No,
tree.
you send both your bees with me. I send 1 back when I find them, and the second back when they're starting, if they're on their way.
Okay, but they're a little loud, so
Okay, never mind
just
then.
be... Yeah.
I will make my way back and let y'all know. Like, I'll come to like so that you guys can see me, and I'm still maybe on the far side of the pond or whatever. And I'll wave at you and like point like 1 sleeping.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's sprinkle the stuff.
Cool. I'm going to as quietly as I can like creep up, and I'm going to do the dam first to get it out of the way. Creep up to the dam, and then very carefully remove the stopper on the bottle and start sprinkling very minor amounts around the edges of the wooden parts of the dam.
All right. I don't really know what the equivalent of a stealth check is in this game.
I don't know, but I do
So-
have quiet as a
As a trait?
as a trait.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and make a nature roll +1 for quiet?
Nature. Okay, cool.
That makes sense.
6, 7. Cool. Perfect. Oh my god! I rolled 6 1s and then a 2 and then a 5, so I got 1 success.
Okay. So as you
That's okay. But noise carries over water.
as you start creeping out onto this dam, you're like kind of trailing little bits of this concoction, and in each place you put it down, you see for a second a little flame just go and then sputter out from the water. And as you're doing this, you kind of like almost bump into something behind you.
Oh,
And-
God. We make nitroglycerin.
And what are the rest of you guys doing? Are you watching, or are you keeping a lookout?
I'm maintaining a perimeter, like keeping a lookout.
Cool?
I'm trying to train Onio. I'm like, okay, I'm going to let you go. You need to look very intimidating and like you want to eat the wood. I know you probably don't want to eat the wood, but you want to look like you want the wood. Find your
Perfect.
predator.
Okay, cool. So you, with your friends distracted, you bump into something, and you kind of just hear something go, huh? And as you turn around, you see this large furry creature with a large tail kind of
Whoops.
slapping against the water. And he goes, "And what are you doing here?
Oh, hi there.
Who
Nothing.
are you?"
I like wave over to Selene, and I'm like, very much awake.
I point in the direction of the other one.
Um, I
What?
we're here with the mouse guard.
The what guard?
The mouse guard. We're here to come warn you of some problems in your area. You better come.
Problems.
Yeah, well, there's an infestation of all this wood over here, you see?
Do I see this happening?
I think so.
I want to scamper over and say, yes, it's all very official. There's been quite the infestation. One of our scouts has even captured a live sample.
Yeah, you should come look at that. Get him out of
A
there.
live sample? Of what?
These wood-destroying ants.
Ants? Like the little things?
Yes, but these ones destroy wood.
Oh wait, sorry. What are your guys' lore skills? I should see if you can actually talk to this creature.
I have 2.
2.
No idea. Sorry, is that normally
Lore
under
mouse.
skills?
It's a skill, yeah.
I
It is.
might not have any then.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Okay.
I think
so
I'm the only one who
everything-
can talk to beavers.
I think possibly. I think Sienna might be able to. I don't remember what 2 is.
2 doesn't get you anything. No, 2
Okay.
gets you creatures of feather.
Okay.
Oh, so quail, which would make sense for earlier.
Isn't creatures of fur the first one?
I thought it was feather then fur, but let me look.
Oh, okay.
But we have fur.
Right? You'd think.
Yeah.
Fur than feather or feather than fur?
Just had it up.
Just tell me if there's any badgers. I know about badgers.
Lore mouse, 247.
Q47.
Lore mouse. Feather then fur. Start counting at 2.
Okay.
So 2
I
you get
can't
feather,
talk
at
to
3 you get fur.
Oh.
So everything you have said to it so far, it has not understood.
Yeah, I've been like,
I don't think
oh,
it's been understanding
you're,
anyway.
you're here. Do
Do I-
understand me?
From across the pond a little further away, I'm just going to start shouting in beaver.
Wait. Do they... So they don't understand us. Do we know that it doesn't understand us?
Yeah, you would have. It would have.
Okay, so maybe we would have been doing more like demonstrating, like me pointing
Yeah.
at the log and then pointing at the ant.
Yeah.
And you can see this beaver kind of just looking at this log and making like, you hear like kind of chittering, clicking noises, and it kind of like, and it just like slapping the water with its tail.
It's very intimidating.
No.
I'm going to start like running over because I'm kind of on the far side of the pond. Hail and well met, friend.
Huh? Who are you?
Pardon my compatriots. Don't speak, beaver.
Oh. Okay. What are you doing here, and why are they putting stuff on my log?
Oh no, you see, they're trying to help take care of the log. We found these wood-eating ants. Finn. I switched to mouse. Like,
And as this is all happening, that second beaver you see is coming out of the den.
Oh shit.
hail and well met, fellow friend. I was just telling your friend here about the wood-eating ants.
Wood-eating ants, and you hear this one chittering and walking up, and they're both kind of looking at this ant.
They really should have a shorter name.
So, it eats wood like we do?
Oh yes, and if you're not careful, a whole bunch of them will eat the whole dam.
Eat the whole dam?
It
Tell
could
them
be.
about the place, Pebble
Yes,
Brook. I
yes.
don't remember.
However, just downstream of here, there is an area where there are no wood-eating ants. Really, they do
And
need a shorter name.
plentiful lumber.
And plentiful lumber. We just wanted to bring you this information so that you could perhaps relocate and avoid the risk completely before losing your frankly, wonderful home.
All right, I think we're gonna go into a negotiation.
All right.
That's great.
So
We have to have a goal.
Haggler. Does anyone have Haggler?
Well, so do you even want assistance in your negotiation since we can't talk to him, or would you rather be a solo negotiator?
I
I feel like my gesturing with the ant is very intimidating.
I feel like the gesturing is very helpful. Yeah.
I'll take
That's
the
true.
gesturing, and then Quentin, you can like point out all these holes in this log that you've made.
That I
They're
was
still
putting stuff on that he
smoking.
may
he
figure
saw,
out.
yeah.
I don't think he's the smartest.
Maybe he thinks that I'm healing the logs.
That's what I said. I said you were helping. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he rolled very poorly to not believe that.
Yeah, that's fair.
So he believes it.
so I'm gonna like say back in mouse to Quentin like, the serum is helping, but not enough to stop the fire ants. The wood eating ants.
Yeah, helping. Right. Okay, got it. So
Okay.
it's a negotiation, not an argument.
Negotiation. Yes, negotiation, I think. Because you're trying to convince him to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Cool.
So negotiation is haggler and a base of will. So who's leading this? Are we going to say Selnway since
Yeah.
he...
I mean, otherwise we can talk to them. I don't
Oh,
have
Sienna, I'm sorry.
any
You haven't
haggler.
been in any battles.
Me neither.
Oh, that's okay.
She's
Yeah.
leading.
Hmm?
She's leading. She's delegating the responsibility.
Yeah,
She is.
exactly. I don't mind.
Okay.
So it's just my will, which is 6 base.
Will, and you don't have haggler?
No.
Okay. So will of 6 base. And then you
I have orator, but
mm.
not quite.
And then you have 2 friends helping you, so that's +2. So you're at 8.
8.
Yeah. And they are at...
How's Onio's performance?
But sorry, I'm gonna be that guy. We are tired
You're tired. Okay.
So we have
you're at
7.
7.
Why are we tired?
from the last fight,
Oh.
and we haven't had a chance to recover. What does OB3 health test mean?
Hmm?
I'm just reading how the recovery rules for how to not be tired anymore.
Oh, recovery order 3, that?
Yeah.
Oh, OB3 health. So the recovery stuff is a lot about what happens, like either if you take downtown during a mission
rest,
or
basically.
exactly. It's mostly in between missions.
Gotcha.
So
Cool.
it's what happens during like the player's turn
Gotcha.
at the end, kind of thing. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, what are you guys' goals?
To not get eaten and to get them to agree to move downriver.
I'm putting not get eaten
Do
down.
badgers eat mice usually?
I don't know. I mean, I know,
They
but
do.
they're large and could eat us.
Large and in charge.
Mice are very low in the totem pole when it comes to
Yeah. I'm gonna get my charger. I'll be right back.
chain of food. Food chain. Chain.
All right, not get eaten, move downriver. Quentin and Finn, you guys have anything in particular?
My goal is to get him to believe that the wood was damaged and not investigate too carefully, because I want to also like be able to go apply it to the tree if I need to.
Okay.
I feel like Onio has a lot of potential to be a great ant thespian, and I want him to be able to find the inner truth within himself that he can be anything, including a wood eating ant.
Fantastic.
I just mostly want to like bring out the best in him.
I want to be a real
Supportive coach.
man. Okay. Sounds good.
Ant, act, only a 1-letter difference.
I want to be a real man. Okay, cool. So why don't you guys decide on your actions?
Cool.
And
We'll jazz hands when we're ready.
Yep.
You.
We know the drill.
So, I think that like trying to get them to not inspect too closely sounds like either a defense or a feint.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I can like distract him by waving around the ant. That could be a feint.
That sounds like a feint also.
Let me look at this chart.
And I'm like the one who's doing the active convincing, so I think that's more like attacking.
Yeah, he might be attacking a lot. because he's going to be like, why are you doing that? What's going on? You know, like probing for information. So I think I'm going to defend because that's good against attack,
Yeah.
not feint.
That
Yeah.
sounds good. Yeah, you're defending with supporting evidence. All right.
So what order do we want to go in?
I think I want to lead with my attack because I don't think he's going to be. I don't know. He might be defending. He's probably just going to defend 3 times.
What?
So let's do attack, defend, feint.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool. Jazz hands.
Forgot.
Okay, cool.
It sounded just like the end of the Mail song. Blue's Clues.
Okay, so as this negotiation starts, this beaver, you see him kind of go, well, I think our wood it's really nice wood. I don't think any ants could possibly eat through it. That seems too hard.
Oh, no.
So-
You must know that these terrible mites. Oh, there we go. Termites would just tear right through the wood. They build a whole colony, hundreds of them. They reproduce so quickly.
Okay, an attack versus a defend is a versus test.
Cool. What am I using here? Just my nature?
You are using. Let me
Yeah,
see.
you don't have haggling, right?
Negotiation would be haggle, yeah. So you're gonna just use your.
Oh, no, wait. Did we get our disposition?
Yeah.
Oh
it's
yeah,
7.
Oh, okay. That's right.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
all of ours?
So just use my nature?
I think it's not nature; it's will for negotiation.
Even better.
It is well.
Perfect. I will use my will.
Okay.
Got some rolls coming. Alrighty. That is 4 successes, 2 of which are cool axe successes.
Cool. And he got 4 also. So that's going to be a tie, which does nothing, I'm pretty sure.
Bummer.
Yeah.
There,
Tie does nothing. Okay.
He's very defensive about his wood.
Nice. Well, it's really hard. It's not gonna do anything. All right. So for the next one, he is gonna try to like go up towards these the like holes that have been bored in the wood by this potion, and kind of like try to sniff at them and look at them, and then he's gonna look at your ant a little bit also,
So
and go up and like poke the cage with his tail.
Quentin is next,
So
right?
he is maneuvering.
Quentin, you're next.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. Sorry, I'm defending because I'm just trying to, like, point towards the he doesn't understand me anyway, so I'm basically just pointing towards the wood, trying to make sure he doesn't really get a good look at the bottle. Pretend it's not important, just hold it down by my side, not like put it away or anything, not make him suspicious. Just look, see, it's real, like holes in the wood, like boom. That's it. So
Cool.
nature,
Defend
you said?
versus- I think you're using will.
Will, sorry, my bad. That's it.
Or do you have a
I don't have.
haggler?
No, I don't have Haggler.
Okay. So
So Will, I got 2 successes.
okay, and it's maneuver versus defend. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
So it's a versus test.
cool.
1, 2, 3, 4. And he got 1, 2, 3 successes.
Oh, so he beat me because I only
So
got
he
2
beat you.
successes.
Yeah.
So, wait,
your
did you just say
guys'
he eats you?
No, he beat me, not ate me.
got 2 cool axe ones. And so you guys are going to go down by 3 then. So you're at 4.
Ooch.
Okay, cool. So last one. As he kind of sees that these logs don't seem to really have that many problems, he kind of is getting a little bit angry, and he goes, "Why are you guys trying to make me move? I don't want to move. I like it here." And so he's attacking.
Oh, well, that's not great. Because I was just going to wave my ant around and be like, look at him! Look at him! Look at him!
Feint does nothing
Feint.
against an attack.
Terrifying.
Attack does an individual roll against feint.
So scary.
Feint. I thought they both did. Oh yeah. Okay. So
Feint
yeah,
does nothing
you
against
guys.
attack.
Yeah, you guys do nothing, and I
Get a roll. Bummer.
get a roll.
This didn't go as planned.
No.
It was the one time I wasn't here.
It's only 1 success.
Okay.
So you guys are still on your feet. So what happens at the end of a conflict where no one has dropped to zero yet? That means that you can choose to continue with the conflict. You can go another round.
Okay.
You can also switch out the people, whatever you want to do. And if not, you can try to back off. But
Could we try? I mean, it's your choice, Selena, but could we continue it and switch Sienna out for me so that I could go do the other thing while this is happening and keep on like putting it on all the other wood?
Sure.
I think so.
Okay, cool.
cool,
So
sounds good.
I'm gonna dip and go start applying this to the tree, so we have more
Sounds good.
evidence if it continues.
We don't re-roll disposition; it stays where it was from the previous battle. So you guys can go ahead and figure out what you want to do.
Alrighty.
Okay. Guys, it's not looking good.
Do we want to just attack 3 times?
Yes.
Verbal attack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's negotiation.
Full on attack assault.
I wish I had a thing that was like manipulate, because I just want to be like, what I want to do is like be like, I'm really worried about you.
That could probably be a maneuver, I guess.
Yeah, like, and maneuver ends up being the same as attack in terms of the verses or not, right?
No, they're different.
Different matchups, but same, 2 individual, 2 versus.
Yeah.
I'll do maneuver and just do it as like, well, I can't talk to them though.
Maybe you're not trying to move. Yeah, so you guys just need to be... You could just be feeding me words that I'm translating.
Yeah, it's not necessarily us doing it.
Okay.
I'm like, I need arguments. Give me arguments. I'm not good
Okay.
at talking.
So we're gonna do
3 attacks.
attack, maneuver,
Well, you're not moving, right? Like, maneuver's like...
but it's a negotiation,
Yeah.
not a fight.
I feel like making a plea for like their behalf.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
help me help you is a maneuver, verbally.
I agree.
All right. Sure.
I don't know, but
So-
we can figure it out with the
No,
Attack,
so we'll
attack,
do
maneuver.
attack, maneuver.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Jazz hands.
Okay, cool. All right. So as this keeps going on, the beaver continues to be frustrated and starts to like kind of slap his tail against the log where these things are, and is frustrated by them, seeing if he can kind of like get them off or something. And so he is attacking.
Oh.
But you
Verbally?
say that like his words have a
Verbally.
bite and that it's a weapon.
So we also, in response, are attacking verbally, of course.
Okay. So that's an independent, right?
Yes.
Cool.
So this is my will. 4, 5, 6.
He got 3 failures and 1 success.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I got 2 successes.
Cool.
Bring
Okay.
it back, guys, slowly but surely.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Now Finn. Oh wait, they go.
Next. So as you guys is, you guys are chatting, and Finn goes up and sees, look at the ant, and this ant, the beaver kind of pokes his nose at it, and the ant bites down on his nose, and he just goes, ow! And so next he's going to kind of pull away, and he's going to defend.
Got it.
We were going to. I was planning on like super ferociously like shaking the box a little bit to irritate the ant, and make him like go a little bit nuts. I feel like he needs a little help. He's got stage fright. Make him scarier.
And that's a
Oh
verse.
my god, he's gonna get you. He can smell the wood in your mouth.
Stay back. Where
Versus, so you get to roll your will. Or your haggler if you have it.
Yeah, if you have haggler, you can roll haggler.
I do not. It's just will, right?
Just will. You got
Ooh, 3
One
success.
nice. Okay, cool. So that means you win, and he takes 3.
Ha 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 ha.
All right.
All right, last one. So, after being bit on the nose by this ant who's now running around in circles, he keeps going back and being like, I mean, it's nice here. There's trees and there's river and so on and so forth. He's defending.
There's the necessary things for my habitat.
Yeah,
Sienna?
It's right here.
it's here. I like it.
I'm here too.
Lily?
Maneuver.
What are you doing?
Okay.
Describe it.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
I don't know if I was supposed to maneuver first or what I'm doing. So I'm translating through Kelena or Selena, whatever, to say. So one of my things in my backstory is like I don't believe that the whole world belongs to mice. It's like we all have to work together, and we only really deserve what we can hold on to.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like that things work in coordination. And so I'm like, beavers are so important for, protecting the forest and, making meadows and ponds, and they're so important, but you can't survive if you stay here. You need to move down to Pebblebrook, even though it'll be hard now. It's better later.
Okay. So you guys can roll either. If you have manipulation, you'll roll manipulation.
I don't have that one.
Okay, in that case, it's just a straight will.
Okay. I also have Persuader. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Not for this.
Okay,
It's
cool. No, I just want to make sure. So I have 5 from Will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crap.
Okay.
You got a 1 success.
Finish it.
2 success.
So you win.
Aha!
And that actually just brings him to 0.
Aha!
Go us.
So, as you say this, he kind of looks up at you and looks at the ant and goes, "Well, I mean, I feel like maybe it wouldn't be too bad, right, honey?" And he looks over towards the other beaver, and the beaver goes, "Yeah, I mean, if it's that many trees, that sounds nice." And
I'm gonna elbow Selena and say, ask them if they like spruce. Selena.
Sorry. Calm down for a sec.
she said, "Ask them."
I'll relay the question.
Yeah, spruces are nice. They taste delicious. I'm okay with that.
So many spruce down at Pebblebrook.
So many hum.
Yeah. So you have succeeded. So these beavers are going to move downriver. They're convinced that at the very least, even if the wood isn't damaged, that there is a very scary wood-eating ant. And it hurts when it bites.
Good job, Onio. You did it.
Woo, go Onio.
So
I have no idea what ants like, but I'm going to try and give them some cheese.
I
have a honey pot. I can give you a little.
So the beavers say, "Yeah, well, okay, we'll move down river, no problem, I guess. We can leave soon. We'll take our stuff and go."
Do you need help?
I mean, no, not really. We don't have much stuff. We have some wood.
We have a turtle.
Oh.
No, we need the turtle to get back.
They can swim. They're beavers.
Good point.
But they will be fine.
So you guys have gotten rid of the beavers, but there is still the dam.
Right.
Well,
I
I
was gonna
feel
wait
like
for
we
them
should
to
just
leave.
chuck the bottle at it.
I'm just saying, let's wait for them to leave and then just
Oh, yeah.
destroy it.
So yeah, they
Slowly
lumber
and
off.
carefully.
They start heading away.
I'll
So-
wait for them to be really far gone.
Yeah, they're a ways off. You're good.
We should maybe start on one end so the water can start flowing around it and work our way over.
Yep.
Can we get?
I come back
How
from
far
the-
is this from town?
It's not. I don't know.
Time-wise,
far
not
from
distance.
Mouse. What?
Time wise, like if we rode the turtle back
Oh.
real quick.
It's probably about. You think it's like 20, 25 minutes?
Okay. Quentin, Sienna, Finn, you start working on this. I've got an idea. I'll be back in an hour.
Okay.
Because it'll take longer than an hour to take this damn town.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they'll start doing that. Why don't you three that are still
Be nice to
remaining?
Shelly.
It's Elias.
Why don't you three that are still remaining go ahead and give me a science check, a science test to see if
Yeah.
you can figure out the right places to place the
That's what I was gonna
cylinder.
say. Can I do something to figure out like a good spot?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, science. I have 3. Does anybody else have higher than 3?
I can't assist
You
either.
as well. I would be happy to do it, or you can. Either way. I by the way, finish up like spreading stuff on the trees and then come back.
Okay, cool. Great. I'll do 3, and then Quentin, can you assist?
Yeah.
Great. I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Full success.
Nice.
Nice.
Wow.
That's
You
awesome.
think
Cool.
you place this perfectly, and you watch as some of the wood starts to like fizzle and degrade a little bit, and some of the river just starts to trickle through, but nothing is bursting. Everything is going very easily. You think
Okay.
it's going to be perfect.
Great.
Cool.
Great job,
then-
everybody.
Yeah.
So
Sillenway. What
yeah.
you-
So when I get to town, I'm gonna like park my turtle and be like, "Stay here. I'll be right back."
Okay.
Because I do speak to creatures of scale and creatures of water. He is both. I'll run up to town. I'm gonna find those construction workers from before.
Mm-hmm.
The
If they haven't left.
the young female brownish red fur and the 2 older mice.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna be like, "Come, we need your help.
Okay, what's the problem?
We need to dismantle the dam. The beavers have left, but if the dam bursts, bad things will happen. We need to be careful, and we need lots of hands."
Oh, of course. Here, why don't we grab a few more? And so she waves down a few younger-looking mice, and they all come with you.
Load them back on the turtle. Make our way back upstream.
Yeah. So that means that anything you try to do, you get a +1 for laborers.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I come back with a whole bunch of laborers to help us dismantle this dam.
And pull like
Alright.
the debris and stuff.
Yeah.
So you guys start to slowly but surely pull apart this dam, and the river seems to go nicely through without any real issues. Nothing's exploding, no problems there. And by the end of the day, you guys believe that you have successfully dismantled, and everybody will be okay. Woo!
Deconstructing the dam was one of my goals, so I feel good.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great job, everybody.
I think Gwendolyn will be most pleased. And so will your parents. They'll be so proud. I say to Selena.
Meh.
So at this point, since you guys achieved your goal, we can kind of just run through and any like last little things you guys wanted to do. Kind of just a little epilogue situation.
Okay.
I want to go down to the village and find that the builder that knew what she was doing and like helped everybody get to safety, or I guess to the new hill since they moved things. And obviously, I guess we'll all want to go tell them that they don't need to stay at the hill anymore now that the problem is solved. But I want to like especially give her my thanks and invite her to help with future engineering tasks back in the main city if she can get there. And like, yeah, basically just that. Like say, good job. You know, anytime that you can help out your friends and you show initiative like that, you deserve to be commended. And we could use more like you.
Why, thank you. I've always dreamed of joining the Mouse Guard. That's such a compliment. Why, thank you. I would love to come. I'll make my way there soon.
What's her name?
Her name is. Let me see. Her name is going to be something cute. Something cute. Her name is Delvin.
Delvin. Okay,
Delvin.
cool. Delvin. Good.
Delvin.
That's a good name.
My only remaining thing I like to do is go have dinner with my parents.
All right. So you show up and
Aww.
they say, "Oh, hello, dearie. Come on in. Come on in. I think we'll make some nice foods. Careful, it's still a little wet in here, but everything is good. Thank you.
More bandits?
You don't need any towels. It's okay."
Oh, and Mom, I brought a few friends, and everybody can come to dinner.
Hey.
Aw.
Good.
You guys all have a lovely dinner at his house, and then, if it's you guys good here,
I had another goal.
Okay.
Or not another goal, a thing I wanted to do in the epilogue.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to try and find out using, I guess, circles. I don't freaking know, but who like the main town gossips are.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and make a circles check and
Can
we can.
can you assist? Can Finn assist
Yeah.
or no?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, so I have 4.
I'm very
and then
personable. Am I
one
still
from Finn.
possible?
You are. That's kind of what I was thinking. One,
Mice are people
two,
too.
3 success, 2 fail.
Okay, sounds good. So yeah, you're able to come across this older mouse named Elias, and
Oh my god, another Elias.
oh, did I already say Elias
Was
once?
that the turtle?
Elias is the
It
turtle.
was totally the turtle.
I
My
am
bad.
totally fine to retroactively name the turtle Shelly.
Shelly is the turtle. This is Elias.
Fair. Fair.
And massive town gossip, very well known for just
Great.
talking.
Well, I will just let them know. Like, I don't know if they can tell if I'm mouse guard or not. Like, if they know
Yeah.
about me or
Well,
whatever, because
typically,
they've seen me today.
uh-huh.
But I'll just be like, I'm assuming they'll want to ask about what happened, but I'll just be like, yeah, we found this horrible infestation of these wood-eating ants. Like, I want to do what I can to like make that rumor keep spreading because we
Okay.
know that this is a great location for beavers, so we don't want other beavers to come here and this problem to happen again.
Absolutely.
So
You think
I'm gonna just like start the rumor mill going.
Nice. Okay, cool.
This ant problem.
I would like to try to have a heart-to-heart with the mayor. Try and teach him the dangers of overvaluing material possessions, especially when he's in a position of power and leadership where people have trusted him. And I just want to try and get through to him.
Okay, sounds good. You think that through enough talking and maybe a few checks back in on this town just to make sure he's on track, you should be able to put him on a good path. And with that, you guys all head back towards Lockhaven and to report to Gwendolyn that all is well.
Great.
And I think that's it.
Woo!
Woo!
We did it.
Woo!
We saved
Cute
the
names.
town.
Save
like
the
all
To
town.
avoid the beavers, who were actually pretty harmless, it turns
Yeah,
out.
they were.
I thought the beavers were going to be really scary. I was like, they have such big teeth.
Yeah, man.
They do, but I
That
feel
one
like
almost
they're
ate
just
me.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. So this is our inaugural episode of Catch of the Day. We're hoping to do these maybe once a month-ish, depending on scheduling. We've got a whole list of ideas we want to run through, and we've been voting on them internally. But if y'all have ideas, feel free to comment on this video or message the page with ideas of either new systems or different settings that you'd like to see as fun one-shots.
Yeah.
I'll remind everybody to send a rose thorn bud to Nicole.
Yeah,
of
I
what
mean,
they-
you can skip the bud, but yeah.
yeah, because there's no bud. So a rose and a
Cheese.
thorn.
Trap.
Cheese, trap, or weasel and mouse.
Cheese, weasel, and mouse.
Yeah.
Send your cheese, weasel, mouse, minus the mouse, to Nicole. And yeah, with that, we will see you all tomorrow for Into the Black at our usual time, 7:15 p.m. Pacific on this channel. That's our Starfinder live play game weekly. And then on Wednesday for Princes of Azamar, which is our weekly D&D game that we've been going on for a long old time, and we're got some fun, exciting stuff coming up. So we'll see you all next time.
Yay.
Bye-bye.
Boy.